backstory, cutscene they want to share. Otherwise, we got 484 curated and well-defined factspiration questions we could ask.
I should have got a backstory thing before I died. Oh man.
Everybody's feeling a little bleak today. Like, I can't be that bad. It's not like you did.
Dying too, but sure, go on.
Yeah, I mean, listen, 3 severe encounters in Pathfinder. The math checks out. The math checks out.
I think the confusion was really the nail in our coffin.
So this is from the self-assessments miscellaneous category. Self-assessments. How are you contributing to the world? Or how do you want to contribute? Should or do you want to contribute more or less? Why? Goddamn. Please try not to make it a TED Talk, but like, that's the question. All right.
That question inviting it was kind of a lot.
Yeah, I put it in chat. How are you controlling, or how are you contributing to the world, or how do you want to contribute? Should or do you want to contribute more or less? It's honestly a pretty simple question in the end, but it's long-winded. While we ruminate on that, does anybody for a 3rd hero point and a 3rd hero card draw? Some of these hero cards could change everything. Want to give me a recap of what happened last week? If you do, roll a d20 into chat. Or nobody? Nobody? Alright. You're like,
the rolls?
No, I don't. I'm probably desync
I
the
don't
server.
say what
Alright.
you put.
On
got a 9 though.
honor system it, I guess. Whoever rolled the highest, go for it. Cause I'm gonna restart my foundry.
Alright. Last time on Alkenstar High Noon, we found ourselves at the Cradle of Quartz, the temple that we were led to believe that our target Kosawana has gone to. When we entered inside of it, there was a mechanical sphinx that seemed to be guarding the area. If we got too close to it, it seemed to move, but we skirted around it and went down one of the passageways that was off to the side. That seemed to have triggered something with the doors. Most of them seemed to have either unlocked or locked, but we didn't explore that. As we continued through, we made our way into a chamber that was filled with broken pots, jugs, some bones. There was a side room off the lower end of the chamber. Inside, there was more bones. When we went to go investigate, 2 spirits popped out. Seemed to be former cultists of some kind of religion, and they attacked us. While we were slowly dealing with that situation, out of the ether, out of nowhere, something attacked me. I tried to pinpoint where it was, but it kept disappearing. The vague shape of what I saw seemed to be cat-like, with a lot of undescribable features. Multiple eyes, talons, tails, things of that nature. And it kept disappearing and reappearing all over the place while we were still in our fight with the cultists. Then it seemed like it was playing with us. It did something to the sarcophagus that was in the chamber and awoken it. So we had to fight that as well. There was a lot of confusion from my allies, as some of them were attacking us, some of them were attacking the enemies. It was just chaos and bedlam. And we're still in the middle of that fight now. I know that wasn't exactly in Vultures, but my brain is not in the functioning for that.
You don't want to be too in character.
I don't want to get too attached because, I have to switch over to someone else.
Damn. Okay. All right. I mean, you're probably not wrong, but still. Does anybody want to answer? I guess I'll join you guys in your melancholy. The last factspiration question your character will ever be asked. If you do, roll a d20 into chat. All right, and this is the question, by the way, which apparently never posted. Okay. Ooh, a natty 20 coming in strong. All right. Going once, going twice. Sold to stack the deck.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. I get a whole, like a character intro, like a Pokemon trainer intro.
Did it not show up for everybody, or
It did.
I mean, oh, okay, cool.
I think Stack contributes. He likes to add a bit of wonderment to the world. I think, and a bit of unpredictability. He detests predictability and like monotony, and so a bit, yes, only a bit. And he thinks he should contribute more of that. He thinks that sometimes like magic is a bit too solved. He thinks that there's way more to magic than like what they teach you in school. And yeah, he's just trying to pierce that veil of monotony.
I see. All right, fair enough. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC that you've met previously on your journey.
I would like to see what does Vulture have to say?
Vulture, you willing to answer? For no compensation at all from our organization?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Wow. Huh. I think Vulture is kind of a little bit more the opposite in like stability. Because sorry, I'm also trying to think of like the best answer for this. I think he's more for consistency. And being able to, have something that is reliable. He definitely values a lot more than just things being willy-nilly. But let's see, how's he contributing to the world? Sorry, that was more of a response to Stack. I think really. I know we have a no-kill policy, but if he's able to if he's able to remove threats on the street to make more of a safer place, that's something that he would like to be able to do.
The Punisher school of vigilantism. Gotcha.
Yeah. And that may not be the right way of looking at things, but I think that's just like the way that he probably programmed, honestly.
Fair enough.
I feel like that answer was all over the place. My brain isn't working today.
It's okay. It was good answer. It was a good answer. All right. So
one thing I did want to ask: are the hero cards available? Does anyone else have the option of drawing?
I was just
Uh,
noticing that I don't see them in here.
what? Are they not showing up?
No.
Yeah, they're not on the sheet anymore.
Not in
Yeah.
Okay.
action.
All right. Hold on. Fuck. Okay. So the mod that supported it told me it didn't work anymore, and then I had to get a new mod for it. And I went and got the new mod, but I ran out of time to turn it on and set it up properly. So I'm gonna turn it on, even though it's got a warning label on it.
That should be fine.
Alright. It's saying here, this is successor to damaged target. Turn off damaged target, or shit could get real bad. Alright, I have damaged target turned off. Should be okay. Alright, it's gonna do a reboot. The problem with Toolbelt is Toolbelt does like 30 different things. So I don't know what it's gonna do to our game, but hopefully it turns hero cards back on.
We'll jump into the abyss together.
There's some real nice mods for Pathfinder that I am looking into. Boss Splash obviously being the nicest mod since Spatter, but there are actual mechanical ones that are pretty good. One of them apparently helps you keep track of your reactions. It'll give you like a pop-up if you are entitled to a reaction. It'll be like, hey homie, you're entitled to a reaction right now. Do you want to use it? I don't know if... Yeah, it sounds cool.
Feels like Baldur's Gate.
In theory, right? It sounds cool in theory. I trust these Pathfinder kids when it comes to computer stuff. I think they know what they're doing.
I think I saw something like that for 5e too.
I mean, everything that you could ever imagine is available for 5e. The issue is how long is it available?
True.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, how long is it available before it stops being available? Alright, configure game settings, go to PF2E, PF2E, tool belt, actionable, adds a way to link a macro to a character action. Well, that sounds fucking cool. Sure, I'll click that button, that won't break anything. Automatic rune progression. What? Your players never have to worry about buying runes. We just assume that they always get the runes they need. At the levels they're supposed to get them. What? That's fucking awesome!
It's like automatic bonus progression, but it's less bad because you can still have fun items.
Yeah.
It's just the
There are runes I can use?
Kind of
Oh my goodness. Better merchant. Add custom functionality to merchants. That sounds fun. Detargeting will forcibly remove the targets of all users at turn round change. Oh, that sounds
God,
pretty
I
useful.
hate that one so much.
Do you? As a DM, I could see it being good. As a player, it probably.
I always have the target pre-selected, then it's supposed to buy a turn, and it unselects them, and I go insane.
Let's see. Effects panel, remove effects shortcut, condition sheet icon. Adds an extra icon to conditions in the effects panel to open their sheet. Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's that'd be great.
Yeah, alright. Giveth, enabled. Should your world allow your players to be able to give items to other player-owned actors? I thought you guys could already do that.
Yeah, we can.
Is this... Oh.
It says giveth.
Oh, okay. It's not enabled. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Hero actions. Should your world use the hero point deck actions? Check the box for yes. Alright. Allow trading of cards. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nice. Private draw, when enabled, the chat message generated will be private to other players, so that you don't got people coming after your goods. I like that. Alright, we'll look at everything else later. Oh my god, it does a lot of... Oh wow, it does a lot of stuff. Okay. We're gonna... One more reload, guys. Sorry about that.
I don't know. It seems to work.
Okay. There's also a mod now that you should be able to hit O to set yourself off guard, and you should be able to hit K to set up cover for yourself without having to manually go for it. I made hotkeys for those two things.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah, because K, it's cover. Do you see?
It's cool with Mortal Kombat now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of available alphabet letters left, so that's what I was working with. Yeah. Alright. Now I'm loading super slow back in. Really upset by all these cool changes that we made. I could see it starting up any
Was
second
that
now.
a new mod or just a new version of the old mod?
The mod that gives you custom hotkeys is called Pathfinder 2 PF2E hotkey Menagerie. Menagerie, that's the word
That
they
sounds
use.
good because there's always those like, off
Oh,
guard,
bro,
but for one
it's-
attack and that kind
Yeah,
of stuff, you
but
know?
it's anything. You could set hotkeys to like anything now. I
Yeah,
think
when
you
I
guys
got
should have access to it.
confused.
Yeah, go to your go to settings in the top right, go to configure controls, and then you guys should see Pathfinder Menagerie in there. And then you'll see that there's just like a grocery list of stuff. If you can't see it, I'll have to look into whether or not I can give players permission for it. But it should be down there under PF2E Keybind Menagerie. And you could do so much. You could change like if something's an ally or an enemy just with like a cycling hotkey. Like you could change any stat in the like any stats effect can be keyed into a hotkey now. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's really good. All right, so enough stalling. Let's get to it. All right. Back into the world. Everyone's able to get their hotkeys or their hero card draws. Sounds good. Hopefully somebody pulled a real banger that's gonna just save everyone's life. Yep.
Oh, it's actually really useful.
What?
Actuate.
Which card is that? Do you have that card? Is that what you're saying? Actually,
Oh.
No,
It's a secret.
I'm just.
Oh, it is a
Everything's
secret.
now.
Oh, okay.
It was.
Oh,
a one
I have a
But trust
card
me, that's what
for.
we got. Yeah.
I have a card that is useful if someone is dying. Would someone like it?
Me and Zinni are dying.
You have to trade,
Ren.
so yeah.
Yeah.
That one might be helpful for you. I don't know.
I mean, I'm
Gotcha.
also not allowed to stop dying, so.
Oh, this you get a turn.
No,
Wait, why can't you stop dying? What?
Because then everyone will get confused again.
Well, no. As
we
long
just
as they're
gotta
not
stay away
adjacent
from
to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you still embiggened by that mutagen?
My dashboard says no. I honestly have no idea.
Interesting.
I don't know if it goes away when you are dying or not.
probably not.
Okay.
In that case, I probably am.
All right. Trying to grant.
And how big's your aura?
15 feet?
So does that mean I'm
Yeah.
still in it? You're 15 feet away from me, and you're about to be big.
Where is it? Here we go.
When they were big, they.
Yeah, it's 15 feet.
They're also in this space, so you were definitely in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll go with. All right. Hopefully this is okay. All right. Let's see. Aura of Courage. 15 feet. Yeah, that is tricky. That's why the confusion is not going away. Okay.
I don't remember. I might have moved myself. I remember being in this space with the dead whatever it is there. Because I remember if I had moved into this space, I would have been free from the effect.
Oh, okay.
I mean, while I'm dying, I assume my aura of courage is not up.
That's a great question. Does the aura turn
say.
off?
Doesn't say it does.
Oh no. Alright, so you would still be big because the alchemical effect would still be on you even if you're unconscious. And I guess your aura, if it doesn't, yeah, it's Magic the Gathering rules, so if it doesn't say it turns off, then I guess it stays on. Fuck. Okay.
I'm still in it. Zenny, are you in it?
I'm good.
What a terrible combination. Alright, did we leave off on Vulture? Yeah, we were going into Ketrin's turn, right? Alright. So Ketrin, we start with you.
Oh my god. Dying 3.
Dying 3. Ooh, very nice. Dying 2. Alright. And that would be it. Play passes to Bella. Alright, play passes to Bella. Alright, Bella. So Bella, in this situation, you would still be within 15 feet, so...
Yeah, my bomb's out.
Okay. At the end of your turn, okay, so your fear goes away. You're able to think clearly, finally, and then immediately, because of the Scarcophagus, it's just, its aura kicks on, and then you are feared again, and because you became feared, and there are yellow things around.
Keep in mind, you get frightened 2 when the aura triggers, not frightened 1.
No,
it also increases the level of frightened by 1.
Living creatures are frightened 1 while in the heroic sarcophagus is the spirit aura. They can't naturally recover from this fear. Yeah, when a creature first enters.
Whenever you gain the frightened condition, increase the value by 1.
Okay. So then that's the key that'll save you guys, right? Is because
I don't understand.
it goes up to 2. Well,
Mhm.
Ketrin can only lower it by 1.
Mhm.
So you would now have like there would have been a gap essentially of like a turn where you would have been able to act normally because yeah. So let's go ahead and just say that gap is happening right now. So you'll be frightened 1, but in control of your senses.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take
The-
it. I'm not gonna argue with
The
you.
math works. This is when your math teacher told you that someday you do algebra in real life. This is literally an algebra in real life situation. But
Gotcha.
like, we've got it. Thank you,
All right.
thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
So,
All
in that case, I'm gonna start by targeting this guy. I'm going to devise stratagem on it to put it flat-footed to one of my allies.
Okay.
If I hit, ooh.
Mm,
So
mm.
I'm gonna be an 18, which probably isn't enough. We don't know the AC of this thing, as far as I know. So that's one action. Oof. I can then move. I'm gonna try to get away from Ketrin.
Okay.
To this. Oh wait, there is an aura for this fucking panther. I don't, probably wouldn't know about it, but I did see both Vulture and Zenny get unzipped, as you said.
Yeah.
Am I smart enough to maybe put that together, or would I walk unknowingly into danger?
I think that you're a pretty smart character. I think you'd
Wait,
probably put that
Can't
together.
you do the avert your gaze action for the aura, or is it just like an
You
aura?
can.
aura?
It has a visual tag. It has a visual tag, so it won't be
Okay.
unzipping Zenny unconscious on the ground. But Pathfinder 2 really want you to get affected by gaze attacks. You have to spend a whole Pac-Man to avert your gaze, and all it does is give you a +2 to saving throws against visual effects.
Just
You'd have to
But
pull a
it
full
would-
Orin and stab out your own eyeballs to
not be a part of this
to not
fear
be-
aura.
Yep, exactly. Or I guess put a bag on your head and become fully blinded.
But wait, if I close my eyes, does that deal with the yellow? Is the real issue?
I would say that you have to take enough pains to actually be blind. Like you would have
Okay.
to have a mechanical
I guess
penalty of being
there's a
fully
glowing
blind.
yellow aura kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how close I can get while also stay. I hope I'm not in danger here. I'm gonna move to here, and
You feel like you're in danger there.
I'm gonna continue to move.
Okay.
That's only 10 feet, 15 feet.
One
Let's
more
see.
step to the
15.
right.
You
do it.
can't move past me if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck over here. Do I
Okay.
feel as if I'm going to
Yes,
be
you feel much safer now.
Okay, so that's 2 actions, and then I guess it doesn't matter if closing my eyes is not going to stop the yellow effect.
Well,
I'm gonna,
would if you like essentially blind yourself.
Yes,
Like you would
but
need to be blinded. Yeah.
I don't really can't afford that kind of health
Yeah.
loss. It's only 35 feet away from me, so I'm gonna throw at a distance penalty.
Oh, okay.
So, let's see. I have. What's probably the best thing to use in this? I'm gonna hope for a dread ampule.
Oh man, the angels are singing for you guys now.
Okay, is it targeted? It's targeted. Here it comes. Critical miss. I don't have enough hero points to justify that. I am going to end my turn.
Alrighty. As you end your turn, we enter round 8. Alright. Man, this music's a little too epic and heroic.
Oh,
Wait, you want it to be epic and heroic? Okay.
it seemed appropriate.
I mean,
All right.
yeah, if we're all gonna die, that's
Okay.
the music to have.
Alright, fair. Alright.
I feel like I'm about to be playing Sephiroth or some shit.
You definitely don't want to hear that music. That means you're about to have one of the roughest fights of the campaign if you hear that music. Alright. So, Heroic Sarcophagus has quite a bit to do with its action economy. One of the things it loves to do is cast ridiculously strong spells. But if everybody is all up in melee with it, it will probably just focus on that. Alright, let's see. It gets to scuttle at the beginning of its turn. using shifting scuttle, it can step up to 10 feet. So it will, I guess, scuttle to here. It's got 10-foot reach with its tentacles, which apparently can go 2 diagonal, which is kind of nuts. So the first thing it's going to do is use... Yeah, it'll just fight this turn. It's going to use its tentacles. The first attack is going to be against Vulture. Alright, here we go.
Good start.
Oof. Alright. 30 points of damage.
I'm down.
Alright, then it's going to map Bella. For a regular hit of 14. And let's see, with its last Pac-Man, it is going to... yeah, sure. It will throw a shield up on itself. As it does, it will roll to see if it causes a wild surge, which is a 5 or less. Okay. Alright, so it gains the benefit of shield. Alright. Excellent. Okay. Play then passes to the Claws of Time. Alright. The Claws of Time are going to stare down, stack the deck with their many undulating, skittering, bug-like eyes, which is to say that they look like the eyes of a bug, but they also,
Like compound fly eyes, or...
Well, no, they look like little red scarabs that are crawling through its flesh and occasionally bursting from the flesh to look around. So it's going to step forward. As it does not seem... it seems like it is trying to stay closer to the wall as it heads closer into the room. It moves to here, stack. No, it'll move here. And it is going to cast a spell at you. It is going to cast Slow.
Oh, that's rude.
Hey.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a saving throw.
Fortitude save, right?
Yeah, Fortitude against Slow. Very interesting. It's like they decided to not make every spell in the game a Wisdom saving throw. It's weird.
Right. I don't have a card for this one, I don't think. I will use my expanded luck for my cat's luck to try and re-roll that.
Okay, sounds good. Is it not showing a button for you to click, or?
No. It's just a,
Okay, here. I'll just reveal it.
Cool.
Alright, so that is a fail, but not a critical fail like your first one. So you are slowed for 1 minute. What? Do you have to sustain this? Is slow just really strong?
It's a concentrate thing, I thought, right?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
concentrate's different, isn't it, in Pathfinder?
Yeah, concentrate just means that you can't do things that don't allow concentrate. Sustain is the one where you have to spend a Pac-Man to keep it going. Alright. Damn. Alright, that's his three actions. Zenny, to you.
Well, before your turn starts, do you want my hero card that lets you have a turn?
What's your hero card?
Last ounce of strength. You regain consciousness at normally turn, but you can't regain hit points or remove the dying condition during this turn. God, at the end of your turn, you fall unconscious. Your dying condition increases by 1. Oh my God!
As
Do
well,
not
then.
attempt a recovery check this turn. That's an epic card right there.
So, fortunately, I'm a faithful of Avasni, the goddess of unwilling undeath. And she doesn't normally grant her followers anything, but healing prayer. It doesn't say I do an action, so
Yep.
she will infuse my undeath with enough power to regenerate me a little bit this turn.
Okay.
At the start. Actions. Okay,
Nice.
so that's a hero point on a cost. And I'll change that 1 point, those 10 points of healing to be a bit more by picking up my chalice, drinking from it, and then doing battle medicine as well. Maybe I'll have enough to just not go down immediately to this doggy. So that's one action
You
to
have
pick up
to-
the chalice.
Action to pick up the chalice. Action to drink the chalice.
Drink. And then here I will battle medicine. With assurance DC 20. Nice.
God damn. All right.
9.
And then at the end of my turn, I do a save, right? Doggy.
Yes, against this ability right here, I will throw the DC out for you.
Because of find her. You know what? That's guys. Why don't we just tap deep into all these fan spells we got?
What fans moves?
Sure.
We got like 5
I-
of them.
No, we don't.
I got.
How many do you have?
We have
People
zero
have
from
donated at least 4.
Whoa,
What are you talking
people
about?
have donated since last week.
Have they?
Yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah,
I don't.
I've been posting them up.
I would think at least 3.
It says right here today at 9:02, Lexaeus, who is you.
Yeah,
It
I
says
know
high
I posted
noon. We'll
that
get it.
one. I don't
Got
recall
one from-
any. I don't recall any other ones being posted, but
There was Leia. That was Dom.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
in the saloon.
my wife gave you one. Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
felt so bad last week.
oh, the
that's
saloon.
the
I haven't been checking that. So like,
That's the
guys-
first one she ever. By the way, my wife has been here the whole time. That's the first time she ever gave a fanspiration was to you guys last week.
The LW Chico.
Yeah, there you go. There's one more for the.
I mean, all right. If you guys are able to audit that we have those, then we have them. I haven't been.
Yep,
keeping track, so-
I can confirm there. I have seen at least 4 come in plus yours today, so you guys should have 5.
I just
Yeah.
put in
You-
one more. There you go.
6.
I wouldn't have maybe filled it up so much, but
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that's kind of like burning them all at the
Yeah.
same thing was a bit.
No. That's fine.
Oh.
Just keep one hero
Oh, I
point of
see.
your own hero points
So
and use your
Josh's
own hero
big
points.
play. Josh's big play is to literally burn down to 1 as
Yeah,
quickly as
yeah.
possible. I got you.
So
I got
I'll
you.
keep my own hero point and I'll use
Alright.
one from the fan spell.
I see. Okay.
If anyone
Do
protests,
it.
then do so.
No,
All right.
do it.
Go
Let's
for
see it.
We gotta get out of this.
Wait, what did I roll? I rolled a 17 and I failed. Never mind. I'm not re-rolling, by the way.
Okay. So
Oh
you're just
yeah,
gonna
this
take the fail.
guy's this guy's saves are.
All right. So you take half of 6d6.
I failed, so is it full?
Oh, you failed, so it's full. Yeah. So you take 15 damage. That's not too bad off of 66.
Yeah.
All right. And play. Oh yeah. And I guess as it looks at you, it'll kind of open its many mouths and kind of just make horrible sort of sounds at you.
So I continue to bleed heavily from the side of my neck.
All right. Play passes to Stack.
All right. I am slowed.
Now, Stack. Remember this pink spot over here. This is the spell emanation.
Right,
So
I'm
if you're
still
in it,
I'm
yeah.
still in it. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Am I in it? Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
in
you're
it.
still in it.
Okay. I'd like to. I want to ask: does this hero card unslow me?
Until the end of your turn, ignore penalties to checks and DCs from conditions. No, because slow is affecting your action economy, not
Okay.
your. It's not
Okay.
causing any penalties.
Okay.
So you have two actions this turn.
Okay. I will spell strike. Here is your D20 roll.
All right. So this is 5 or less. So give me a D100. All right, 36, and this will be a DC 22 if there is an applicable save. Oh man. Oh no. Elemental fusion. 2 opposing elemental forces converge, creating a dangerous storm. In a 30-foot emanation for 1 minute. Creatures that start their turn inside this emanation must attempt a DC 22 basic reflex save or take random elemental damage, and the damage types are determined randomly. So this is the wonderment that you wanted to add to the world, I see.
Thank you, Stack. I was feeling bored, honestly.
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, Zenny pulling it out. They're gonna make it. They're gonna do it. All right, this is great. Nah, it's over. It's fucking over. Good times. All right. So, have I told you guys about Crown of the Kobold King? Double Dungeon Town adventure playing as kobolds. It's pretty fun. Might be something to think about.
What day is that on?
I guess it's gonna be today. Like it's gonna be on Saturdays. All right. Let's see. So that has started up. What next? I guess finish your turn, right?
Mm-hmm. So I guess I get.
Because here's the shit of it all. You don't even get affected by it because it's creatures starting their turn inside the emanation.
What spell did Stack do?
Oh, it was imaginary weapon, so it comes out
Oh.
twice, I'm assuming, and then
Oh yeah, because that
Here's
thing's
my-
still
here-
ongoing.
and here's my attack roll from my.
Huh?
Wait. Why is this thing not swinging?
You will
I will-
definitely use one of our fans for that.
Yeah, I will use a fan spell.
Dump it all out.
Who are you targeting, by the way?
Feature next to him, it's a melee spell.
Okay.
Well, as long as he's not amping it and just cleaving onto me as well.
Yeah, and then here are your 2 imaginary weapon rolls.
What does it cast twice, or does it do it twice?
I think it casts.
So
twice,
you have to
right?
roll another wild magic check also, since you cast it twice.
Okay.
All right. So the second one goes off fine.
All right. Here's the damage.
Okay.
Where'd it go? So that's the first one. I just double it, or do you want me to roll it again? Or
Roll it again.
Oh shit! Nice roll.
All
That's
right.
sevens.
and here's the damage for the strike attack. So
Level.
Alrighty. And this was against the Scarcophagus, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see. It's going to take damage. Damage. And as you damage it, with these strikes, it cracks open. And
Part 2.
and
And boss
disgorges.
part 2.
And as it cracks open, it spills out the mummy that was inside.
Ah, the second health bar.
No.
I wish I was making this up.
Oh my
It
God,
literally
you-
has an ability called. Hey, it's not the thing. It said Disgorged mummy. If a heroic sarcophagus is reduced to 0 hit points by any damage other than positive energy, it cracks open, is destroyed, and allows the undead mummy trapped within to rise.
Okay.
All right.
Did it die in between attacks or?
Oh,
Let's
you only hit it
see.
once, right?
This was the target of the spell, so this mummy is a completely different character. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. All right, so it rolls into initiative. It's ready to go. It's been born into a dangerous world, though. It's been born into a dangerous world. All right, Stack, you have ended your turn inside the claw's emanation. So I'm gonna need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh, wait, I just click the prompt.
When I first ran this encounter for the other group, they were like, "Ooh, that's really bad."
Reroll that.
Yeah, I will fanspo reroll this one.
They were like, "Shit's looking real bad, guys, but we just have to kill this sarcophagus, and we could probably turn this around." And then, someone
Cadbury
said,
egg cracks open.
"No, somebody said it'd be some real shit if we kill it and there's a mummy inside." And I was like, "That would be some shit." And then I read the, I like was like read further down on the character sheet, and I was like, "Oh, now they're gonna think I made it up." All right. These piezo monsters, they're bananas. All right, you're gonna take 66 slashing damage. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a bad one.
All right, that's fine.
29 points of slashing damage.
That's a lot. Ugh.
That is a lot. All right. Play passes to the mummy right away. The first thing the mummy has to do is roll a reflex save, DC 22.
It's a mummy. It's got bad reflexes. What?
They rolled a 19. All right. So, Stack, give me a D10. What level spell did you cast that caused this emanation?
It was an amped cantrip. So.
Okay. So we'll treat it as 1. All right. Okay. And you rolled a 9. This is gonna be fire and sonic damage.
Oh, good. It's multiple.
Cantrips are always heightened, so it would be 3, of course.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
Yep. Gotta
It
make
would
sure.
actually, it would actually be 3d4
Oh, Josh.
of each damage type.
Oh my god.
What?
All right, so it's gonna be 5 fire damage, and then 5 sonic damage.
So if you're down and you get that, does that count as 2 deaths?
It's 2 damage sources, yeah. So this is probably gonna be what actually kills you guys.
Squeak.
On the bright side, it is weak to fire, so it takes 10 damage from the fire.
I don't think a weapon with like 2 different wounds on that, 2 different damage types.
Does it still
Instantly
count
kill
as one? It
someone.
counts as one
I think it's
source.
one instance.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Then we'll treat it as one instance. That's good. All right. All right. Mummy is up. It doesn't know why this is happening. It was safely inside the sarcophagus, and now it's not. Good news. It's got a despair aura.
Get in line.
So even though the sarcophagus is gone, this despair aura persists. Granted
Memory
by
lives
this
on.
mummy. All right. I guess it's just gonna fist you, bro. So here we go. It don't got a lot. When a creature first enters the area. Oh, when would that have been? Like, I guess as soon as this thing appeared, right? Because then everybody would have entered the aura. All right. I need everybody to give me will saves.
If it would help anyone, I have a card that allows you to auto succeed
Against fear. This is a
against
fear-based effect.
a will save.
Oh, okay.
To auto succeed a will save.
All right. Cameraman fails. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Let's see who else fails.
I mean, I would take
Anyone-
that. Can I
anyone?
burn a fanspo to do that?
What do you mean?
Or you spend a hero point to do a hero
No, you
card,
have to
right?
pay. You have to pay for hero cards with your actual hero points. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll do that. And is it just auto succeed or is it auto crit succeed?
Cut through
Well,
the
is that
fog.
Wait,
there we go.
Stupefied.
Also, Ketrin, you would have to trade for a card. You can't just give cards away. So someone would have to give
Okay.
you. He would have to give you one of his cards.
That's fine. Whatever card.
All right.
I'll roll.
Are you just gonna roll for it? Okay. Don't want to let go of your last hero
Okay.
card. Gotcha. All right. Let me see those saves against the Mummy Guardian's Despair Aura.
Is there a way I could take it back? I clicked use. And now it's gonna give me a different hero card if I draw again.
How did
Just-
you pass on a 15?
Is it incap? If a monster's like level 5 or something, then and it's incapacitation, then yeah, if you mouse over it says incapacitation.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys, since you're higher level than it, you get a. Okay, got it. All right, that's good. So you'd have to critically fail to fail against this.
Yes.
All right.
And apparently a 13 doesn't do that, so I think we're probably good.
All right. Let me see the rest of these saves. I got a Ketrin Zenny stack.
if a third stream passes, I probably would have passed. 'Cause
Okay.
I wasn't given any modifiers because they rolled as a barrel.
Okay. And all right. So you rolled an 11. Okay. All right. That's good. That means you guys aren't paralyzed.
Oh my god.
That would have been a whole thing, right? All right, now we fist the stack. All right, here we go. 24 is gonna hit. For 17 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a Fortitude save against Mummy
All
Rot.
right. Fort save.
It's a little meta, but I think by now we all know that mummies give you Mummy Rot. So.
See, his curse can just get in line at this point. Got enough of them going on.
All right, you barely passed the save. Fantastic. Here comes the second fist. That is going to miss by 1. And then this mummy don't got a lot going on. But man, I can't tell where all the auras are. Yeah, I think the mummy probably doesn't know enough to run away from the claws of time. It will. You know what? I'm gonna have it avert its gaze. So it will avert its gaze when it sees the claws of time. It is so hideous, even to this mummy, that it turns its gaze away from the creature. All right. So at the end of its turn, it has to make a ridiculous Fortitude save, but it gets a +2 bonus. It's a real game changer in Pathfinder. +2. Let's see. So it fails, but doesn't critically fail. It'll take it. Yikes! 27 points of damage. Okay. I don't think there's any more funky effects going on, so let's go to Katrin.
Oh,
Reroll that.
So
may as well reroll that since it's cheaper then.
And then if you... Yeah, you're good. Oh my god, my
Okay.
+0.
Oof.
Could be a
All
dying
right.
one now.
And now take some stack damage.
Alas, you are in the
She's line of
stack
sight of
aura.
it. Really?
It's an emanation. Emanations flow.
Oh, it's on
Cool.
stack.
Yeah.
okay, so then I'll just go back to dying 2.
Yeah, because it's it's a basic. You can somehow critically make the save while you're down. They allow you to make reflex saves while unconscious in this,
Oh,
I think.
critically fail is also
Sure.
option, sadly.
I'll go ahead and post it up and I'll give it a try.
Okay. Yeah, plus there's that whole critical fail thing. It's ZC 22.
Reflex.
Oof.
Hmm.
Yeah. That would
I
that would
mean-
be the
A critical fail, though, I still just take lots of damage, so I still just go to dying 2, right?
If it's a critical effect causing it, it's +2,
It's-
not
it's-
+1.
Yeah, that's why you had to roll.
Okay,
Be
well, I
hero
guess
stabilize?
shall I?
Back to dying 3.
I mean, yeah, I can just go to dying 3. That's fine.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
just- Having a great
Right.
time, guys. Super
Right.
fun Pathfinder game.
Yeah. Vulture, to you. So screaming fire is swirling all around you.
Before we leave Ketrin's turn, I just did want to point out we still have a Suvu. Like, is that something that we could use on our turns, or our up allies would have to use that?
They use your action economy.
Right,
So you
that's
you
what I
spend you spend action economy to make them do stuff. All right, Vulture, to you. You are also at dying 3.
Yep.
Okay, success. But then reflex save, DC 22.
Take my Faxpo die.
Didn't give away a Faxpo die. The DC is 22. I don't think it's going to matter because you're down, right? So half damage and full damage is the same. You didn't critically fail.
But I'm a dying.
But this, yeah, you'd have. So you'd have to critically succeed or die from this. Didn't you your check to reduce your dying value?
Yeah, so down to 2,
So-
and then fail this, take damage up to 3 again.
Three again. Yeah.
So just
All right.
check some features just to make sure I don't have anything for wisdom. Or sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. No. Nope. Nope, that's not it. You can only use reactions if you're conscious, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that ain't gonna help shit.
It-
That's for will saves. Yeah, no. All right, I take it.
All right. Play passes to Bella.
Okay, what order would you like this in?
I would assume you want to stabilize first and then
Recovery
take the
check.
damage. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
Well.
you stabilize.
And then
But
I'm
then-
gonna make a reflex save.
Yeah, reflex 22. All right. So you take half the damage.
But that
So it's
doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not a quick pal.
Yeah. So then you go back down. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That doesn't cause wounds or anything, does it?
Nope.
Stabilizing and then going back under. Okay. All right. Anything else from Bella?
Oh.
I don't think I have any recourse.
All right. Man, fucking angels are singing now. This music is all over the place.
Gotta hear Alarm set, or whatever the fuck her name is.
There,
Alright.
Ah,
All right,
a clicker.
The creature cocks its head, looking at the fiery inferno all around it. It looks over and sees that Stack is the source of all this, and it also sees that Zenny is up and moving.
I guess that Bella does actually gain wounded there.
Oh, so they would get
I'm
it
not
wounded,
saying
right?
I don't know.
Okay. So the creature is going to slowly approach, closing its eyes into red slits against the buffeting fiery winds. And it is going to use its jaws against Zenny. Let's see. Or... yeah. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's going to be a critical hit. For 42 points of
That's
damage.
exactly the amount of HP I have there, so...
Shit. right. And then it is going to, with its last
Hey,
action.
I'm not off
Ooh.
guard. Oh, I'm totally off guard. Continue.
With its last action, it is going to stride onto your space, stand over your body, staring, stack the deck down. The last person standing. Play passes to stack the deck. Oh, sorry, it had to make a save against your DC 22. It would have passed the save, so that would be basic saving throw. No damage? Damage? Half damage, half damage. So here we go. 3d4 and 3d4. Alright. And it takes full damage from fire and sonic. Alright, Stack to you.
Okay.
Stack, reflex save at the beginning of your turn against Stack the Deck's magical effect.
I'll use
Alright.
my. Use a 22, right?
It is a 22, yes.
I'll use my fax bow die.
Okay. Roll a d3. Is this just for the style of
Yeah,
passing it? Okay.
Yes, for the style.
Okay, because you're going to take half damage anyways. So fire and sonic.
Okay. So I start the round. Do I start my turn unconscious or?
No, you fall unconscious right now. Like,
Okay.
so the round is started, you take the damage, then you fall unconscious. And now I guess there's nothing to do on your turn because you dropped.
So are we all unconscious now?
Yeah. So I think that's a good place to end the scene. Possibly the game. All right. Oof. Take you guys back to the dashboard. All right. So this dungeon is so deadly that it actually has community support. And if you've been running Pathfinder 2e, you know that there's not a lot of community support, at least not at the level of like a D&D campaign or say Curse of Strahd or something like that. There's generally not dedicated servers specifically to like fix and solve all the problems. This dungeon, it's that bad that there's like guides about how to handle this dungeon. Because TPKs are so prevalent in this dungeon, there are a number of baked in narrative solutions, and I have you covered, and it should be pretty interesting. I'll get that set up for you now. You're gonna want to watch dash effects there. Dash effects. Okay. Grab all this.
You get a free coffee for being of status effects.
It goes all the way around. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. This is definitely more interesting than free coffee.
It sure is.
All right, let me clean up the scene. I guess what I'm saying is this is sort of like the death house from another campaign. Like you shouldn't feel bad about what happened here. Well, you could feel bad, but you shouldn't feel like it's your fault. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not your fault. That's what I'm trying to say.
Too bad,
you
Crash. Hindsight's 2020. I already was noticing some stuff I did badly last session.
Oh, I forgot. You guys are all gifted kids. My bad. Okay, well, never mind. Yeah, it was your fault. You brought shame on your family, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on me, dishonor on the server. Does that make you feel better, Lex? Is that
Just a tad.
okay?
As long as my shame is public.
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
People in chat are asking if everyone's now skeletons, and I'm trying to wonder how the fuck that works for Vulture.
Right?
Vultures already arguably
I'm
a
just
skeleton.
a soul inside of a tin can.
All of the meat, like inside your body, I guess, gets replaced with nothing. You're just hollow, like a hollow
I'm just a frame
casing.
now. I'm just like the basic Terminator for T800 frame.
Right.
No.
All right. So, I'll bring you back over to this new scene, which is still the same dungeon, but you're in a different place. All right. So, this is a good roleplay exercise. For a hero point, what goes through your characters' minds as they die? Like, what is your white room scene as you guys die? Because you all died. You all fucking died. So that's y'all fucking died. So what goes through your mind, or what is the scene, the short but beautiful scene that might play out as you die? Zenny, are you interested?
Sure.
Oh wait, I gotta set this to a hotkey. Yeah. All right. So what is your death scene?
She was in that moment torn between running and going over to catch up people, maybe so they don't die, maybe so they can contribute. But was at that point pretty much set on running and was just thinking, I'm not dying for this stuff. But then she gets slapped from behind by it was a dog, wasn't it? Damn dog had just been watching and mocking us. She came here to avoid a fate and instead has died in a random hole in the ground. In her eyes, a random hole in the ground is of course much more than that. Not too pleased about that. But at least she thinks, at least I'm dying and not. At least this is an actual death. And not some sort of unlife.
All right. Go ahead and take your hero point. Bella, is there anything going through your mind? Any last scene?
Yeah. For her, it's just like this, the feeling of pushing against the void, just this terrible, aching, gnawing feeling of the loss of potential and the sadness of not seeing resolution that she had hoped for in her life, the toil that she had engaged in order to achieve the heights that she thought she needed to reach in order to gain whatever it was in her life that would have brought her contentment, satisfaction, whether that be Pyronite or Vashon or reuniting with her parents, all of these things that drove her, and she just kind of feels it slipping away from her grasp as she kind of is in blurry gaze, looks across the room and meets eyes with Vashon, and as the magical storm washes over her and puts her under for good.
All right, take your hero point. Stack, is there anything that plays out as you in your last moments of life?
Yeah, I guess as Stack, he tries to struggle to his feet for like the last moment, and he realizes his magic sputters out, and all of his cards just, they fall to the floor. His knees fall to the floor, and he looks at his last lucky deck, and it's like, well, we had a good run, and he slumps over, sad but satisfied.
Damn. All right. Take your hero point. Boy. Vulture. You have anything that plays out?
I think he just goes into pitch black darkness, like he was for whoever knows how long, or Sid found him and rebooted him back up. I think probably the one thought that crosses his mind before he shuts down is, I should have been better.
All right, Mother Katrin.
Okay, so as a deeply religious person, Ketrin obviously will be walking up the road to the gates of the dwarven afterlife. I don't know if they're pearly or not. Probably they're like iron or something.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever the dwarven equivalent of St. Peter is, she marches up to him and she'll send me back. Those children have nobody to care for them. Send me back. And she grabs the ledger off of his little stand there, and she is smacking him with it.
Oh, damn. All right.
And yelling, send me back.
All right.
God
okay.
damn.
So, as you do, you feel your soul being pulled back to your body, Ketrin. I guess it worked.
Obviously. I know it's good for them.
Each of you is being brought back as an undead. You will receive an undead dedication archetype for free. That sounds great. You get free stuff. I will give you are only getting the initial one. You would have to retrain or level into other ones if this, is your new afterlife, essentially. Zenny, you are the only one who could take Vampire Dedication. I will say that Vampire Dedication is rough AF.
Kills you.
Yeah.
In a desert.
But you are able to take it if you would like. The other dedications that are available, Mummy, which is honestly, I think of the four, probably the best one. You retain most of who you are, and you gain the toughness feat, but you have weakness to fire equal to half your level. So that's something to consider. There's the Ghoul dedication, which is pretty good, because you can consume flesh, which is great. Not really. You have to consume flesh to stay satiated. You are constantly hungering for and consuming flesh. But eventually you get some cool stuff, and you do get the basic undead benefits. The last one would be Ghost, which is by far the strongest of the four options. However, you would have a tie that binds you. It would either be whomever is bringing you back, this site where you died, or your unfinished business. The first one would mean you don't really have any free will of your own. The second one means you could never leave the Cradle of Courts. The third one means that if you stayed a ghost long enough to complete your business, when you do, you would cease to exist. So, with those 4 vague descriptions, well, 3 for everyone else, 4 for Zenny, what will you be raised as by this unknown entity?
Poltertext spirit.
You're gonna go as ghost?
Yep. I think
Think
that's
I'll
probably
take Monday.
that's probably the most thematic for him, honestly. And
Because ghost in the
Question.
machine. Okay.
yeah,
Question.
and oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, good.
okay.
Go for it.
If I have fire resistance, would the mummy thing just kind of negate?
Is it equal to half your level?
Yeah.
I guess it would negate. Yeah.
It's literally done nothing for me so far, so I'm gonna be a mummy.
All right. You are a mummy. You are a desert mummy. There you go.
You get all the
All right.
benefits.
Stack.
Mummy sounds okay.
Okay. All right. You are a desert mummy. All right. Ketrin.
Ketrin will be a ghost.
A ghost. Oh my goodness. Okay.
She's the definition of unfinished business. All she got's business.
Yeah, you literally said you had unfinished business in your cutscene, so yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then Zenny.
So I think that my ones are mechanically obtrusive enough that I have to ask a question or two.
Okay.
So it says if exposed to direct sunlight. So
Yeah, so
like
if you wear your
hand
big-
occupied by like a parasol or something.
I would say if you wear a big Marcelin hat,
Uh-huh.
you should probably be okay.
Okay. Well, I mean that's aesthetic anyway. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think that she will unwillingly become a thing that she ran away to avoid.
Oh my god. All right. So in death, the vampiric blood is able to kind of seize full control of your dampiric form. Shit. Okay. All right. So with these transformations in place, the one that requires the most attention is Ghost. So let's go over that. I will assume the role of Whoopi Goldberg, and we will teach you how to be a ghost. You have risen as a shell of your former self, a spirit of mist and anguish. You gain the ghost, spirit, and undead traits, and the basic undead benefits package. Your undead craving is to settle your unfinished business. So, each of you, what is your unfinished business? You must write it down in chat, and I will pin it. Your undead craving is still your unfinished business. You also gain the incorporeal trait, except that you can't pass through solid objects unless you select the pass-through feat, which would require retraining or leveling up. Being a ghost has the following major benefits. Floating. So you can float but are still tethered to the ground. Replace your land speed with an equal fly speed. You can't rise more than a few inches above the ground when you fly. This means you can move above many types of difficult or hazardous terrain without moving slowly or being damaged, even though you can't fly without limit. You can leap, high jump, and long jump and take similar actions and use your fly speed for any calculations that would normally require your land speed. It does not mention stepping, so I don't believe you guys can step anymore.
Can you
because-
fall in that situation if you can hover?
Embarrassingly enough, yes, you can still
Oh.
fall and be knocked prone. Items. This is a tricky one. You can transmute physical items to make them part of your incorporeal form. This requires spending 10 minutes with the items within reach, during which you transform the items into part of your form. You can return items you already have incorporated to a corporeal state at the same time. The items retain all their runes and other abilities, need to be invested normally if they have the invested trait, and need to be worn, held, or stowed appropriately. Once you've incorporated the items, you and other incorporeal creatures can use them normally. You can interact with them, release them, and so on. So if you've played any video game, Sea of Thieves comes to mind for me. Everything you are and everything you have is like got that kind of see-through bluish green kind of glowy vibe to it, distorted and all that jazz. Let's see. Your incorporated weapons gain the benefits of the Ghost Touch property rune. Nice. Allowing you to use them normally against both corporeal and incorporeal creatures. Incorporeal items become corporeal again only if you transmute them back or are destroyed, in which case they drop to the ground underneath you. Your unarmed attacks become magical and deal void damage instead of their normal type. Strength. Unlike most incorporeal creatures, your strength modifier is not -5. You keep the same strength score you had before you became a ghost, though you can only attempt strength-based skill checks, typically athletics checks, against other incorporeal creatures, as normal for an incorporeal creature. Against incorporeal creatures, use your strength normally to determine the results of athletics checks, strike with melee weapons, and any other checks or damage rolls dependent on strength. Ties that bind. When you become a ghost, work with your GM to choose a bound site or unfinished business, both of which matter to your character's story, as well as some ghost archetype feats. Your bound site tethers you to the physical world and is typically either a location important to you in life, blah, 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 blah. If someone resolves your unfinished business, you decide whether to accept the change and pass on or to fight it. If you pass on, you get a few minutes to say your goodbyes, then you move to the River of Souls and the afterlife your character ceases to be. If you fight the change, you remain, though you and the GM might determine new unfinished business. If you are not physically destroyed, you cease your existence as a ghost, but still might not be able to pass on to the afterlife if your unfinished business is incomplete. In this liminal state, you might come across strange energies and become another sort of creature, or anchor to a summoner and become an eidolon. Oh shit. Ketrin the eidolon. That's kind of hype, actually. Any questions about being a ghost?
What was that about the strength stuff again? So can I am I strong or am I not strong?
You are strong, but you're only able to physically bully other ghosts. Is basically what it comes down to.
But I could still open heavy doors?
Probably not. Unless you spent 10 minutes making the door a ghost door.
Okay.
Which is a whole nother thing. I think you'd have to be able to carry the door with you. At that point, it's kind of pointless. Yeah. So, alright. Cool. I mean, you can still bonk stuff and still, take hits and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's no longer a reliable source of uppies.
No,
Apparently not.
Definitely not. Yep. Alright. So, with all that sorted, I'll take you over to the map. Alright. Alright. For these purposes, Stu is still Stu, because he didn't have a soul to begin with. Vashon is a ghoul, because he makes terrible life choices.
Yeah, that checks out.
And Usuvu is a mummy.
About
All right.
Sid. Or is that to be
Oh yeah,
determined?
Sid. Yeah. So Sid is going to be. You know what? I'll roll these for Sid. Hold on. All right. Sid is a ghost. I do have a ghost filter I could apply. Hold on. There we go.
So when you become a mummy, did the bandages just happen?
No, the bandages are definitely an aesthetic choice. Yeah, you have very dry skin.
So
It's
you're
a really
like
dry zombie.
Boss mummy type situation.
This is
As
beyond
as a desert mummy, you look like a person who died of dehydration.
I'm beef jerkied, kind of.
Yes, you are a California raisin, if anybody remembers those guys.
Oh. You're telling me she's not pretty anymore.
Listen, the internet's proven that someone's into something. So you might find someone out there that they've been waiting their whole life for a raisin leshy to show up. Vashon looks at you and says, girl, you look good enough to eat.
Takes a step back. Yeah, he's a
cool
ghoul.
joke.
It's
Okay.
cool.
So anyways, the source of your woes, or your salvation, question mark, looks at all of you, and in a very cool voice, he says, "Yes! Rise! Rise, my minions! You are now servants of the mighty Drux. Behold my power. You have been brought here at great risk to my personal safety, and over many days I have healed your wounds, salved your souls, and revived you into my service. As you look around, you see that you are in a chamber that looks like it was designed by H.G. Geiger himself. Just disgusting, undulating, like tentacles are carved into the walls. Everything is very smooth and undulating. There is not a sharp corner anywhere in sight, despite the sloppy work of this map maker that made this stone bed have sharp angles. There are no sharp angles. Zenny, you remember one thing before you died. One thing before you died. The creature, as it moved away from the wall, it began to shake and convulse a bit, like it was physically in pain to move away from the wall, out into the open floor.
Huh. Does it need right angles to...
Alright, so as you are thinking that, this creature, who introduced itself as Droxlos, says, the creature that killed you is called the Claws of Time. It was sent here from the realm of time to punish those who would abuse time magic.
Time magic.
Yes. Have you ever wondered, why don't we time travel more? I'm sure it's come up. You've been sitting there enjoying your spiced coffee or your cocaine soda, and you think to yourself, Self, why don't we time travel more? We have the magic. We have 10th rank spells. Where's all the time travel?
But we didn't do anything.
Well,
yeah, I
listen.
don't have time magic.
It's called collateral damage. Now listen to me. Listen. I was telling you about time travel. The reason that Golarion is not constantly in the middle of some time travel bullshit shenanigans is because the plane of time. They police time. They have time cops. Yes, you're right. Some of you may have heard of time cops, but they are a real thing in Golarion too. Not just made up. It's a real thing. These time cops, they have these creatures called the Hounds of Tindalos. They are creatures of order, yet at the same time, madness and chaos. He looks around to see if you guys are getting it. Are you picking up what he's putting down?
Nope.
I'm getting it.
All right. Your first order of business as my new minions is to listen to me talk. It's been a while since I had minions, so listen and listen good. My name is Droxlos, and I am a powerful mage, and I influence the events of history itself.
I want to raise my hand.
Oh, yes, you there, the vampire.
Yeah, name's Sanny. So...
Sandy, hold on. He takes out a little notebook and he updates his notes.
Does that mean that you did the time travel stuff if you influence history, or are you just passively?
Skip ahead. All right.
Just
we'll
wondering
answer.
whether I should be blaming you or not for all of this.
Oh.
I mean, I should be, because since you turned me to something.
Yes, you may have some deep-seated feelings of resentment against the gifts I have given you,
Mm-hmm.
but please listen.
I apologize. Continue.
No worries. I'll take you on a journey of discovery. Secrets will be laid bare to you, the likes of which will blow your minds. Yes, another question?
Stack raises his hand, like.
Oh, yes,
emphasis-
which one are you?
I'm the Magus, Stack, the deck.
Alright, hold on a second. You see him updating his notes. Alright, continue.
Now, I may be a bit confused, but what does time travel got to do with Pirate Knight?
Pirate Knight? Oh, yes! That's why you're here. You're looking for that fool, Kosawana.
But continue your story. No,
Yes,
I thought
yes.
I missed something.
I
I
think we should follow up on that. We have
we have another question?
Is. Yes,
Yes,
I'm raising a wrinkly hand.
Yes, he is incorporated into the greater narrative that I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, then you can carry on.
I promise you, this story will sum up everything you need to know.
No, it's okay. We're just a little outraged. I'm trying to get cut ahead.
I know. What
carry
is
on.
your name, little raisin?
I'm Bellanora.
Bellanora, what are you bringing to the table? I went through your stuff. It was just a lot of alchemical ingredients and unsent love letters to someone named Vashon Gattleby. Apparently, you're in a real bad situation.
She can't blush anymore, but she would. And she's I do the alchemy things. I guess I don't send letters.
Oh, well, whoever this Vashon Gattleby is, he's a real son of a bitch. It seems like you pour your heart out to this guy and he just treats you like garbage. Listen, honey, if you're gonna work for me, you're gonna need a bit more self-respect. That's when Stu says, I'm always telling her that. Thank you.
And you just let this happen, Stu.
What was I supposed to do? I only make grilled cheese sandwiches and admonish people. I told that thing many times that it was doing the wrong thing. It knocked me down.
I guess we're back, one way or another.
Yes, well, if there's any other questions. Anyone? Alright, let's start over. You're aware of Bry, the robot god. Anybody?
Well, I will nod to not interrupt him.
Alright, good. That was a test. You did well. Bry, the robot goddess. She encourages discovery, development of the mind, and of technology. But to what end? Is it to usher in an age of machines? A world where we no longer seek paths. We seek to find the stars. This is the future Bry has in store for all. And the servants of Bry are aptly called cogs, for they are but gears in her machine of mechanical treachery. It makes it easy for a being like myself to insert certain changes to the doctrine, certain adaptations creatively placed here and there in the right positions, that hungry and curious gazes might fall upon them and have their outlook of life changed forever. And then he lets out a Skeletor laugh that I'm not capable of doing, but it's just, like, ah ha 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 ha, He-Man kind of laugh. Then he continues. Yes, I was engaged in such a project of misinformation and knowledge corruption when I stumbled upon the jackpot. A bunch of Bryites with brains too big for their own good, seeking knowledge they felt that Bry was keeping from them. And so I introduced myself as the 13th Ordinal. This was very clever because clocks only have 12. So calling myself the 13th Ordinal, it kind of hinted that I had time travel skills and that I was kind of edgy.
Very smart, sir.
You are fantastic. Good job. Yes, I am. I'm extremely smart and cool. Where was I? Yes, the 13th Ordinal. So, they were like eating out of the palm of my hand. They're like, oh, Droxelos, drop some sick shit about time travel. And I was just making stuff up. I was like, oh yeah, in the future, there'll be robot armies. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, so, that's when I heard about this cradle. Yeah, the cradle of quartz, the most divine holy site of Bry in this region. And the 13th Ordinal knew he must corrupt even this. And so I gathered my apostles, and we journeyed here. And we took over this facility. We bamboozled, bullied, or just outright killed any who opposed us, and we started a new religion. We were Bryites who saw beyond the veil she placed on our eyes. We sought the stars. We sought the robots. We sought the future. Well, things started to get a bit off the rails, you might say. Apparently, we were doing too good of a job, and we attracted the attention of some of the great old ones. Well, it wasn't long before all the Bryites' brains had turned to mashed potatoes, and they began killing each other, performing fell rituals, and generally just fucking around with things that you don't want to find out about. Droxelos tried his best, that's me, to say, no, please! Being edgy and misinformed is one thing, but, you know, maybe we're going a bit too far, fellas. And they were like, the 13th Ordinal is challenging us. And so, to prove themselves to me, thinking, I guess, that I was using reverse psychology, they decided to create a time paradox. Well, it sort of began a chain reaction that I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but I think that it might have caused a vortex or a time convergence. It's pretty bad. Not my problem, you might say, but still pretty bad. At that point, I was enjoying watching them fall to ruin and the chaos that I was sowing. I mean, honestly, my pals back home would be very proud of me. Droxelos is so great, they would say. Oh, 13th Ordinal, that was a cool idea. You're the coolest. But I never got a chance to return home and boast of my achievements here, because that is when the time cops unleash their hound upon us. The creature is cruel beyond all measure. It uses its ability to travel using angles. It can teleport at will, and somehow it is able to see everything in this dungeon. Well, one by one, it hunted down and killed the remaining corrupted Bryites. Their minds were so shattered, their souls so corrupted by the putrescence of the old gods, that each of them rose as some form of spirit, some undead horror. I figured out the creature's methods, and using my incredible sculpting skills and my powers, I came here and I built this super cool, curvy room. I even have a secret door over there. That's not just a hallway for nothing. That's a secret door. I was going to build this other secret door, but as you can see, I didn't finish it. That's because I got jumped by the creature while I was doing it. It got to a critical hit on me for like 60-something damage, which was not all of my health, I should add. But I was caught unawares, and in the end, I was killed. I thought I would return to the realms of my ancestors. I would sail down the great river, and I would boast in the afterlife of my many achievements, the greatest of which was being the 13th Ordinal and completely fucking around with Bry's teachings. Alas, I rose an undead. I have been trapped here ever since. I have tried to reach out to the remaining acolytes, but their minds are shattered. Imagine. Oh wait, I said I would cover everything. So I started to get a bit down on myself. I started to get real hungry for souls, which I did snack on a little bit of your souls while you were out. Just, full disclosure. I didn't, just a piece here and there. I fed across each of you, just a little bit. Now, I needed a way out of here, and I knew just the thing. You see, my ties to the Temple of Bry are strong, that even from this great distance, I was able to send my spirit's essence hurtling across the spell-scarred desert, seeking a champion to come and save me. All I needed was a brilliant mind filled with doubts. And oh, did I hit the jackpot. Olaman Kosawana. This was by far the most brilliant mind of his age, but his faith was faltering. He was unsure, as the 13th Ordinal's acolytes long before him, about the truth of Bry, about what was being kept from him, about the restrictions placed on his quest for knowledge. Something happened to him. Oh, now I know I've heard that name Vashon Gattleby before. He's the one that invented Pyronite. Yes, well, this guy, Kosawana, he was real upset about this stuff called Pyronite. And I latched on to that. I used it to sow doubts and fear deep in his soul. His faith in Bry shattered, and he sought a solution. And what greater solution could there be than to time travel back in time and hold on and kill Vashon Gattleby as a baby? What a fucking idiot! Once I knew the seeds had been planted, I broke a psychic connection that I might restore my strength and wait for my champion to come. And like a farmer waiting for his crops to bear fruit, so did I wait patiently, starving for souls and freedom. But lo, he arrived. I imagine he is dead by now, for it has been many days, if not a week or more, since he arrived. He is sequestered away somewhere in this dungeon, or he is dead. I am unable to reach him. Regardless, where he has failed, you will succeed. You came here seeking Kosawana, but you have found salvation. In undeath, you will have strength you never had before, and you will use that strength to kill the claws of time, freeing me from my prison. Now, I will take questions. Any questions?
I don't mean to be improper,
Yes,
but...
you there. Stack the deck. Magus.
Can't you just time travel out of here?
Wouldn't he still be here if he time traveled?
Well, like, he can just get here before the dog shows up.
What part of Time Cop don't you understand? Listen, have you ever been arrested for a crime, but you knew that cops were also doing the same crime?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, cops are the same everywhere. Fuck the police. That's what I always say.
Bella raises a small shriveled hand.
Yes.
To clarify, Castlewano was only trying to go back in time to kill Vashon.
Oh yes, that's the only person that invented Pyronite.
Yeah, alright.
Come on.
What good has he done for anyone?
But at the mentioning of Kosawana being dead, Vulture kind of just turns and looks at Usuvu to see what their reaction is.
Usuvu cannot cry, for she is a mummy. But she looks so upset. She looks like she's going to charge Droxelos and try to kill him. But there's a part of her that is holding back.
Shriveled gang.
She says, that can't be true. That can't be true. No one would be that stupid. To risk so much just to travel back in time and kill a baby? Surely he would have had a better idea for time travel than that, right? Right? No
I
one?
mean, surely the best idea regarding time travel is just to not do it.
Bella looks over at Basha and says, "You know, if there's one thing I've come to understand, even the smartest people make dumb choices."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
now.
You know what? You know what? This is probably just a spillover from what happened with me and the sister.
I'm sorry, what now?
Oh, I'm Vashon got to be 4 to 6. Nice. So, you don't need to worry about a little raisin. But, you know, we had some bad blood between us that, you know, I think was still simmering under the surface. So, it kind of makes sense then that, like, you know, he'd take the nuclear option, you know, killing me as a baby. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have found he had his hands full, because you think I'm tough now. You should have seen me as a fucking baby.
Belle's looking at him.
Droxlos says, "Wait, you're Vashon Gattleby?" And he says, "The one and only VIP." And Droxlos says, "Ugh, you could do a lot better." He says to Bellinora.
I know. It's like the relationship of Princess Carolyn and BoJack.
I'm not familiar with that, but it's a bad situation for sure. Listen, Vashon Gattleby, this will make things even sweeter. If Gosawana somehow lives, I can't wait to see his reaction that you, of all people, came to save him. Good stuff. Any other questions?
Ketrin stands up. She says, "So,
And which one are you? And I'm sorry, there wasn't a lot left of your body, so I had to just chain your soul down."
my soul's the only thing that matters. What
Uh,
you may address me as Reverend Mother Ketrin.
Reverend, a religious type? I love religious types. Who's your deity?
Mistress Fulgrit.
Oh, yes, of the capital F family domain. Wonderful. Yes, I love when people do stupid things out of obligation to family or bloodline. It makes them easy to manipulate. You and I will get along well, Reverend Mother Ketrin. What are you bringing to the table, by the way? I had a time, but I dragged all of your equipment back here. It seems that the clause of time was pretty stated on the abundance of meat in your body.
Well, I got this shield, and I know how to use it.
All right.
What are you gonna do once you get out of here?
Oh! Oof. I don't know, this, I never thought about that. Maybe I'll just pass on. I mean, I feel like my unfinished business is getting the fuck out of here.
I'll raise his hand. Do
Can
you
I
respect hero
sense
huddles?
motives?
Yeah, you
Can
can
I
sense motive him.
Okay.
And what would
Oh,
happen
sounds
to the
funny.
rest of us, since you were the one who raised us?
Oh! Once I am, moved on, you will have free will to do whatever you like.
Question, do we feel like we don't have free will?
Ketrin, he hopes that he will get to pass on. He's been through an ordeal. If he doesn't get to pass on, you do get the sense that he will continue his life of misdirection and misinformation. You may make, all of you may make a recall knowledge based on what you've heard to see if any of that sounds familiar.
Guessing we should have more than 0 health, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should be healed to full. You shouldn't have any stats effects. Several days have passed. Biblically, we'll say 3 days passed.
I see what you did there.
So if your unfinished business is to leave this place, and then when you've completed your unfinished business, you can leave this place and move on. I mean, it just seems like a bit circular, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, you could just pass on, and then you would have passed on, and you would have completed your unfinished business.
Yes, well, I think I'm bound here by the time caps. I think this is some kind of punishment for causing time dilation vortex that could or could not destroy all fate and alignment in Galarian. Wink, wink. See what I did there, Josh?
Etrin rolls
See what
her
I-
eyes, and
see what
she
I did
just
there,
says,
Josh?
well, let's just say I'll make sure you pass on.
Spicy. All right.
Is that a threat or a promise of service? You'll never
All right,
know.
Vulture, with your recall knowledge, do you have any of the feats that I need to know about before I digest this?
Do I have any?
Are you just a
knowledge
regular dude? Yeah. Do you have any of them knowledge feats?
feats? No, I'm just a regular dude with a gun who
You're
knows
just a
about
regular
guns.
dude.
That's
All right.
it.
You know that this is a powerful lich, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Zenny.
Whatever
with
the fuck that means
your-
in Pathfinder.
With your check, you think that he is some sort of advanced specter. And based on what he's talking about, his hobbies, his interest, his purpose, you think that he is a skelm.
What?
A what? I will tell you. So, in Pathfinder, there are hags of every variety. But hags are all girl Pokemon. What are the boy Pokemon equivalents of hags? They are skelm. Rage-filled... They got it all, baby. Rage-filled skelms are drawn to any settlement with more than a few hundred souls, using magical disguises and leveraging societal norms to their benefit. These antlered monsters crave fearful respect and brutally punish any who dare disagree with their lofty opinions, even in the slightest degree. Though quite dangerous on their own, skelms are at their deadliest when leading an angry mob. Their cruel and exploitative nature has made their name synonymous with villainy, but apparently not synonymous enough. So Skelm, whereas hags love the corruption of the natural world, right? Like hags have different biomes that they sort of represent, and then they represent the worst aspects of that biome. Skelms represent the worst aspects of knowledge. So there are like religious skelms, there are societal skelms, so on and so forth. Their greatest goal is to corrupt and abuse knowledge and then use it to basically cause organizations, societies to just fall apart and destroy each other from the inside. If there were skelms in America, they're the reason that we have Southern Baptists. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so they take like a well-established rule set and then they try their best to create alternate rule sets that will cause division, anger, and strife.
Was he one of these before he became a ghost?
Yes, he is
So
the
he's the
ghost
reason
of...
that everything went fucked up.
Yes, you are very sure that this is the guy that... Well, he told you in the backstory that, he set the wheels into motion, and like all instigators, when shit got out of hand, he was like, wasn't me. Yeah. All right. So he says, all right, so the creature can't reach you in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And... is there anywhere else? I guess the main area is large enough that you could probably stand in the middle of the room and the creature would have difficulty fighting you or reaching you. There's also the tomb where I found you, which could have been a good place to fight him, but it seems that you were dealing with some mummy issues. That actually proved beneficial. I took all the leftover mummy meat and I stuffed it up inside you guys to turn you into mummies. Yeah, Melanora, there's a lot of extra parts in there now.
If I could throw up, I would. But I don't think I'd do that anymore.
It's just dust.
Probably not. Well,
I don't
actually,
have-
I think you
I
could.
Well, there's all that extra
I don't
stuff you
have
could
the-
throw up.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have the moisture.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
be
just
dry
dust.
heaving. Yep. A lot of being undead, I'm realizing, is just going through the motions. It's a psychological game. You don't have to breathe, but you breathe anyways, because breathing's kind of cool.
Do
Kinda,
you need a sip, Eleanor? And I'll take my chalice out.
Does this contain alcohol?
I mean, Bellinora, you looking like SpongeBob and Patrick at Shell City right now, you know what I'm saying? You
Yep,
real
yep.
dehydrated, you know what I'm saying? So,
When I'm like holding it and looking at it, then it just becomes pure blood at this point. But as I hold it out
damn.
to you, it probably turn to like formaldehyde.
Oh. God, yeah. She just
Turns to
she
whatever
sees
you need.
She sees liquid and she just greedily tries to slurp it up, trying
all
to
right,
refill the thing.
as a desert mummy, you can never feel your thirst satiated.
What happens when I
You
drink?
always
potion?
have dry, salty lips. You always have a sore throat.
Ugh, it's
Mm.
terrible.
Yeah, good news, everyone. My class feature can heal undead just as well as living creatures.
Oh, that's good. That's good, because in case you didn't know, it's tough out there for us undead.
Is there is there some secret to using magic in here? I noticed that, the
Oh
wild
yes. So the mana waste, they're a terrible situation with the magic. But here they had stabilized the magical ley lines and created a stable place for magic. But when all those acolytes started to lose their marbles and attracted the attention of the great old ones, it started to fall apart. It's still more stable than the surrounding area, but pretty dangerous. I'd say you have like a 30% chance of screwing up magic in here.
Now, the dog, the hound, you say, is that using magic, or is that just like the way it is?
Oh, it
Yeah.
is! Yes, it leaves behind all manner of terrible effects. Every time it does, it's a little bit more corruption, raising the wild magic in the area.
So
It is
to be clear,
Mechanically,
it-
mechanically it doesn't do anything, but it's kind of like causing that to happen. And I am rolling. I have dice on my desk. I do roll for all of its wild surges for its teleports that it's been doing.
That was gonna be my
But
next
that's why when it was present with you guys, I would roll where you could see it. You see what I'm saying? But when it's teleporting from other places in the dungeon, it's been dropping off like wild surges all over the dungeon.
That was gonna be my next question, because
Mm-hmm.
it has disappeared in quotation marks, but it's not trackable. It must be using some sort of spell.
Yes, it's a modified dimension door. If you had to break down everything you could do into some sort of measurable economy, it would take a third of its energy to do so.
have you tried fighting the creature? Do you know if it's resistant to things or weak
Oh.
against things?
I'm more of a thinking guy. I'm more of a doer. I abhor violence, at least towards me or that I have to do myself. I like watching it.
Question: do you respect hero huddles?
Of course. I love hero huddles. Bring it on in, team.
Oh, yeah, I like this guy.
Just like
What
go
a-
into a-
You were not part of the hero huddle.
What? That feels a bit bad. I see. I don't have any pizza to have a pizza party, so if this keeps your morale up, team, that's fine.
I think it's better to say minion huddle.
Minion huddle.
I am not a minion.
bring
All right,
everyone
so-
in,
so
but
you-
the
Very
arm
bad
goes
about that.
through half of them.
What's happening here is you are not directly controlled, but you feel that if you try to act against him, you would have to make a will saving throw to do so.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've been inveigled.
In what?
Oh, I was just this whole gas thing, and it's called inveigle now.
Oh.
Inveigle. I don't know. It's got it. I'm glad that they kept the weird pronunciation problems that gas had as well.
Yeah.
But,
No,
that's
this
it.
is for sure a control effect. And basically, you feel like following his telepathic or spoken orders is a good idea. and that you wouldn't want to hurt him because he's your friend and he brought you back to life. That's kind of your default programming. If you want to go outside of that, then you would have to make a will save.
Do I need to make a will save to at least analyze the situation? Because as I'm thinking about it, it feels like this is the source of our strife.
Oh, I mean, he literally said in the story that he was the source of the strife. Like, I mean,
Yep.
he definitely took a narcissist angle and was like, I don't know what happened. It just got out of control. But yeah, he put it in the situation that got it out of control.
Yep.
So if you're following the chain of events, he is 100% the reason this is all happening. Yeah.
Well, anyway, it sounds like if we get rid of this thing, he'll die and go away anyway.
Yeah.
And then we get our bodies back, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I just pat stack, and like some hair probably falls out.
I have training in undead lore. Can I roll a recall knowledge to know what if there's any recourse to reviving
Sure.
a person?
Yeah. Okay, where do we even begin? So, in Galarian, undead, the creation of undead, unless it's done by Pharasma herself, is against the law of nature, and it's considered super duper evil. That is because in Dungeons and Dragons universe, many spells like animate dead and stuff, they animate the dead, right? With just sort of like magic. Only like evil necromancers actually animate dead with like souls. Here in Galarian, you don't really have that choice. Like, you have to tear a soul free from heaven, hell, the queue that they're waiting in to be sorted for the afterlife. You rip them forcibly out of that, and you stuff them into a dead body, and you force them to do your bidding. And then they are trapped there until they are, put to rest permanently, kind of deal. So it's not considered a good thing. Just like Worlds of Warcraft, there are exceptions to the rule. For example, many of the skeletons that you see that are kind of sentient and free-willed, they have broken free and come to terms with their situation. And I believe the lore is that since they have come to terms with what's happening to them, Pharasma gives them like a pass. She's like, well, okay. But for the most part, no one likes undead, and as an entire society, except for like Geb and some places in Osirian and stuff like that, it's considered like very evil. Undead are considered evil. There's a lot of stigma about being undead. The citizens of Alkenstar who are from Geb, they have to deal with that kind of racism, essentially, all the time. There's a reason that Zenny goes around wearing makeup to hide her damn pure nature, because, sort of like in real life, right, when you're at war with a country, and then the stupid citizens get racist about people from that country, it's the same idea. Like, the ignorant of Alkenstar view undead as possible spies from Geb in the same way that they would view mutants and flesh warps as spies from Nex, essentially. Mechanically, undead are usually bound in service. There are, however, plenty of examples of undead who are free-willed and not bound into service. That is almost always a result of the effect or person that created them being removed from the equation. Does that answer your question?
Not really.
I think the question was, can we go back to being alive?
Yeah,
can you go back to being alive?
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot harder. Basically, you would need to die, and then someone would need to raise dead or resurrection you.
Which, in this area, good luck with that.
Right. Well, I guess we gotta get used to our new forms.
As part of the hero huddle, if we're about to go fight something, I have questions about healing. Especially how I think I can't now.
It's
Yes.
positive.
So I give in this campaign, I gave the other healer because they have a skeleton in their group. I give them the feat that lets you heal undead for free.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can
That
go
is
ahead
fine.
and we can do that here. What is it called? Like sew bones or
Stitch flesh.
stitch
Yeah.
flesh? Yep. So I'll go ahead and add stitch flesh
I
to
was
your sheet.
just like mentally calculating how long I was going to have to retrade.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like,
So
can we
here's
hang out in your dungeon for 3 weeks and then go fight this thing?
Or at least long
Would
enough to make them
potions
okay.
don't work now, right? Too like normal ones.
it depends. It depends. So if the potion is like an elixir, there's special ones just for undead, I believe. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So in terms of like lay on
I don't
hands,
have
which
those.
may have also been a question, there is
Oh yeah, lay on hands.
the
Yeah, that was.
alternate spell touch of corruption. It might be sensible to have.
Yeah. I would say that you can switch out for Touch of Corruption since you're a undead now.
Yeah, it's basically
Okay.
the same spell but void instead of
My
Okay.
elixirs of life no longer heal, is what I would understand.
If they have the positive trait.
They don't have the positive
They don't-
traits.
they don't have positive trait.
Alchemical, consumable, elixir, and healing.
Well, because positive is not a thing in remastered Pathfinder. That's
Vitality
the
So
confusion.
it's
is
just healing?
though. No,
Mm.
Vitality is it. We
Vitality.
undead can't heal from vitality effects. Elixir of
Yeah,
life
yeah.
is alchemical, not magical. It's
Mhm.
totally fine.
There you go.
Potion of healing are vitality. They would not work.
Right. There we go.
Just like
Okay.
lay on hands would hurt us and touch of corruption would heal us. We can take damage from vitality damaging effects. We don't take damage from vitality healing effects. They just don't heal us. Just like we don't take damage from from void damage, and we take healing from void healing effects. So it doesn't like turn damage into healing. It just
Right. It's no longer
changes
like
what you
final. It's no longer Final Fantasy rules
Mhm.
where like negative damage would heal you, positive damage would harm you. Yeah.
I guess other bookkeeping things. My 2 ancestry feats are basically things that just give the vampiric dedication features. So would it be reasonable to their fangs and taste
It
blood?
would not. No, not until you get a chance to retrade.
Okay.
This is. I mean, you guys still got a TPK, so you
Yeah, fair.
gotta have some uncomfortable setbacks here.
Yeah,
Besides
fair.
being a raisin.
Petrin, do
no,
you want to
those
use
raisins
Apple
look pretty
Renusion in this
sad.
coming fight?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't. It'll still raise my speed, I guess? Or would it not because I float now?
Oh my god.
You just
Well, you-
replace your base speed with a fly speed.
Yeah.
You actually can't walk anymore.
Yeah, but like the thing with the mutagen is that you go fast because you have long legs.
Oh, so you wouldn't be able to interact with mutagen anymore because unless you turned it into ghost mutagen for 10
Well,
minutes.
yeah.
So if you spend
Yeah,
10 minutes
I mean,
making
I
it,
would do that every morning, or
Yeah,
whenever.
that's fine. As long as
Okay.
you're using, as long as you're using ghost brand products, you should be okay.
Okay. I also, this is unrelated, but I just discovered I'm not supposed to be able to use a shield pistol and a shield boss. Can I just delete it and refund myself the money?
Sure.
Okay.
Because you want the boss more than the pistol, right?
Yeah.
That seems like something fun to work on, though. Like getting that made at some point before the end of the campaign. That'd be pretty cool. All right. I mean, he seems. I will say this, without having to roll insight, you get the feeling that Droxelos, while he's confident that you guys can do this, he is completely okay with most of you dying again, as long as the task gets done. So basically, just like any boss you've probably had. So. Yeah.
You're just a number to him.
Though he does
Well-
seem to think that Zenny has potential as like a full-time minion, like this.
some good vibes off of Zenny.
Hmm. So you
And
said
with
that
prior
the
experience.
last question. You said that the hound can see everywhere in the dungeon.
Huh?
Or,
Oh,
like
yes,
his
yes. It's always watching.
do you know how?
I'm assuming magic.
Oh,
Right, so I'll do a what's the deal with Hounds of Tinder as well.
Sure. Now, the claws themselves, because they are a special Hound of Tindalos, have a much higher DC. But since you know, like, the species of the creature, you can get sort of some basic information with a check. And so I will give you some of that information. Hold on. Okay. So, lean and athirst, the hounds of Tindalos are drawn to those who tamper with the flow of time, travel through time, or use magic or rare alchemical drugs to send their thoughts and perceptions back or forward in time. Powerful spellcasters can draw them from the dimension of time via rare rituals, but doing so attracts the hound's ire, so few who traffic in such rituals live long enough to spread their knowledge. While the hounds possess great cunning and cruel intellect, they rarely interact with other creatures other than to hunt and destroy those who have attracted their unblinking attention. Once a hound catches the scent of a mortal to hunt, it can call for others of its ilk. The pack will then pursue the victims through all of time and space until they catch, slay, and devour them. You can escape by avoiding all angles, and we're not going to be like, the source material and be like, but there's an angle in your eye, or some bullshit like that. The pack then pursues its victim, blah, blah, blah. It can escape by avoiding all angles, as Hounds of Tindalos can step through angles as if from nothingness at any time. Now, from what you know, they do have some innate spellcasting abilities, such as haste and slow. They can also turn invisible. And they have a dimensional door-like ability that only takes one Pac-Man, not two Pac-Mans. But they can only teleport to angles. There's nothing in your studies that mentions an omniscient like ability to see everywhere. And you may ask one mechanical question about.
It seemed to weaken when I stepped away from the wall. What's the deal with that?
So they are vulnerable to curved space when they are not adjacent to a structural angle of 90 degrees or more. Its resistance to physical damage is repressed, and it becomes sickened 1. And it cannot recover from the sickened condition until it moves adjacent to an angular surface again.
Which basically means a wall.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, it's real easy to get angled surfaces. So this room you're in, again, it's like you're inside a creature's stomach almost. Like everything is like a almost organically curved, flowing design.
So that's why it doesn't like this one.
This is like the safe room essentially.
So if it knows we're here, wouldn't it just be stalking outside the door?
I assume it'll ambush us when we want it the least.
Now, if it was sent from the dimension of time to punish the people here, it should have probably left by now because they're all pretty much punished. So there's definitely something going on if the creature has decided to linger. Now,
There's one left.
maybe it feels he hasn't suffered enough. Or you could view it more abstractly. This is a creature that exists outside of time, so it literally has all the time in the world. So maybe it doesn't realize that much time has passed, and it's just vibing here.
I think a hunt is in order.
Well,
Maybe we can convince our friend to be bait. Ketrin smiles evilly.
maybe he wants to join the B team.
Uno reverse. I understand we're your minions, but have you considered being our
I'll
minion?
try it.
What?
Master.
Yes, yes. He checks his notes. Zenny, the vampire.
Well, this creature, it seeks to punish those who, caused everything to be all fucked up, as I believe you put it.
Oh yes.
It perhaps unfairly thinks that you are one of those, when really it's the other cultists' fault for.
I
listening to you.
love what you're saying. Yes.
So it will. Well, it'll be following you most of all, so maybe you want to just come along with us.
That's true. I did take a huge risk to leave my secret inner sanctum and drag your bodies back.
Yes. What a noble risk that was, as well, Master, might I add. But perhaps you would take one final risk and step out with us into these angled corridors, so that it appears and can be struck down.
Ooh, that's quite an idea that you have there, Zenny. That's quite an idea. I feel like I'm gonna need to be persuaded. I'm friendly to you because you've sucked up real good so far.
Blind. There we go.
All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right. Then I can help you fight the beast with my powerful magics, strength in numbers, and all that. Well, the creature's very clever, very clever. If it sees that we're all together, it's going to. It's not going to attack. But if I'm off on my own, it could kill me in an instant. Or weaken me, and then you might try to break free of my control and kill me. You see where the plan starts to fall apart.
We definitely wouldn't do that.
I feel like I'm gonna need some convincing. I'm unfriendly to you because I don't like your attitude.
Oh, I have a feat for convincing people that I'm telling the truth.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Let's see.
I know, like, because Ketrin in life didn't like lying at all. Feels like death is like your edgelord arc.
Oh, I didn't do it secretly. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, do it secretly, and throw the feat out there so I can give it a read.
Yeah. It's It added it in there. I said. Oh, I did private GM, not blind.
Oh
GM.
no, you want
Jesus
the
Christ.
ninja. You want the
Jesus
ninja. It's okay.
Blind GM. Okay.
All right.
It's a +2 bonus. It already is in there.
Oh,
It's to
okay.
convince someone I'm telling the truth.
Okay. All right. Let me see. He narrows his eyes and says, now I'm definitely worried that you'll try to kill me. Let's try a different angle,
okay.
guys.
Question.
Yes.
Is it reasonable to assume there are a lot more corrupted priests out there? We ran into some.
Probably. Every time they die, they just get back up again after
So
a
we might
certain
even
amount of
fight the same
time.
ones.
Well, I mean, how many of you fought?
Two.
Two.
Oh, You can see his confidence level in his minions is going down a little bit. So, he says, "Well, here's the thing. Why don't we see if we can find Kosawanna's corpse? Then we could bring that one to life too, and we'll expand our army. I couldn't find it before, which leads me to think that it was either devoured, or maybe he found a way inside the sphere."
Sphere.
We should go
The
check that out. Yeah,
sphere?
let's see the
Yeah.
sphere. We came all this way that we died to see.
We came all this way, like it's like you're on vacation, and you're just like, "Hey, yeah, let's check it out."
Oh yeah, let's check it out. The Las Vegas Sphere, you know, the giant.
Now the ghosts will have to do their dedications as well. Not dedications. You'll have to like turn gear into ghost gear. So that's gonna take some time.
Yeah, I was saying, like, during this whole talk, is it possible we could be doing that, or would it be a much longer process?
Yeah, can I remake alchemical supplies while they're doing that?
Yeah.
Could
Assume
we
that you're
have,
doing.
like-
Yeah, this is daily preparations. Assume that
Okay.
you long rested and you're doing daily preparations
Okay.
before you head out. While you are doing that, Bella, you find something in your alchemy kit that wasn't there before.
Oh,
Ghost Vulture. As you are kind of doing your stuff, Sid, floating next to you, says, "There's something on your back. It's stuck. Hold still." And you feel her peel something off your back, and then she hands it to you. And Stack, as you're nervously shuffling cards,
That's what I think it is.
one of them is oversized compared to the rest.
Oh no, no! How am I supposed to do card tricks with this?
yeah, it's
So
gonna be
this
pretty
is-
easy to tell when someone picks that card.
I look down and see what Sid handed me. What is it?
It seems to be a Harrow card, which is definitely not a tarot card at home. It depicts a looks like a fiery dwarf. You get a sense that this card has been looking for you, and you could invest in it if you wanted to.
When he sees the image of the dwarf, for a half second, he was about to call out for Ketrin and be like, "I think you dropped something." But then, I guess the longer he kind of looks at it, he gets that sense of feeling like, is this supposed to be with me?
It do be looking like a robot dwarf.
And smoking a hookah, enjoying himself. Yeah, he will peer into it and inspect it further, aka start investing into it.
Okay. All right, Stack. As you look at this card that it should not be in your deck, there is sort of a cheeky rabbit. It looks like he definitely could be like a shonen protagonist. He is holding a broken sword, and it looks like a symbol of time, out of balance, is behind him.
Oh.
And
Look at this fella.
Bella, as you look upon your this card that you found in your alchemy supplies, it just shows a man, question mark, who is just being destroyed by despair. A ghostly crown hovers above.
She looks upon it and thinks about the great losses she has faced in her life and the status that has been taken from her, and she feels that internally as it invests into her.
Vashon, leaning over your shoulder, smelling your flesh, drooling a little bit, says, Hey, what you got there, Raisin?
A reminder where it came
Hey,
from.
you think mummies can regenerate? I'm thinking maybe, you could spare like an arm, and then you see
I spared enough for you, Vashon.
he's scratching real hard his arms, and he's twitching a lot. He says, "They just, I've never been this hungry before. I'll go days without eating. I get so consumed by my work, but like, I can't stop thinking about it. I already ate all our rations. It's just not enough."
Vashon, Vashon, you already stole my career. You can do without my skin.
I tore stew open. I ate all the cheese, all the bread that's in there. There's nothing left. I'm
God.
still hungry. And you see Stu's BT and passive goes offline.
You just can't be helped, can you?
Maybe if I had something to eat, like a burger, steak.
Suck it up.
A meat slurry, I'd suck it up. Yeah, that'd be good. Nah, all right.
And someone should go back and kill you as a baby.
Well, you see how well that worked. They try to take out Vashon Gattleby, and they apparently destroy all timelines. Hope that teaches them a lesson.
So, I'll ask Joxelos, why didn't they manage to kill Vashon's baby? Vashon as a baby.
Oh, well, for starters, the Kosawana can't cast 10th rank magic. I made him think that he could using the power of the sphere. So I think that might be where he is.
See.
Can you cast 10th rank magic?
So the sphere is this way.
Alright. Come on, gang, we got a dog to hunt.
Man, that is just poorly timed.
All right. Yeah, one of you should go first. I'm too important. Not as important as that guy Vashon seems to think he is. Ugh. I never wanted to punch a person more. My entire life.
I will grab my ghostly shield and I will shove in front of him. I'm just shouldering him aside.
I don't know, it's like an on fire mummy though, right?
Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool effect. Like if
it's a harsh duality.
Yeah, like you glowing with heat from within, so you're like extra dried out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra crispy.
Yeah, like a little crispy chicken nugget. Off in the distance, you hear the creature.
Oh, let's see. Droxelos, do you think you know any illusion spells? You could like place one. If it thinks that we're here, and you just like.
Ah, the creature is immune to such parlor tricks.
Oh.
Listen, let's just get Kosawana's body, and then we'll be good to go.
Alright.
Made up curved walls. So what angle did it like? It's like these walls.
Seems to be a right angle, so I mean these curved walls.
But is it better for it if it's like a sharper angle than a right angle, or?
Oh, okay. So let me describe a few things to you guys. So this hallway, the Hall of Crystals, this long hallway appears more like a natural fracture in the rock than a corridor created by design. The eastern wall is covered with giant hexagonal prisms, more than a foot across and several feet long, ending in six-sided pyramids that cover the wall in glittering razor-sharp points. The many colored crystals appear to grow directly from the wall in a jumbled arrangement. Okay. The crystals, despite looking super beautiful, are of very little monetary value, according to the writers of the adventure, because that'd be wild if they gave you thousands of pounds of super valuable crystals. This room right here is a bit harder to explain, and they didn't provide any art for it, and honestly, I had trouble, like, finding any art that could do it. I guess I could have drawn some, but let me try and make it happen for you guys. All right. The ceiling of this hexagonal chamber comes to a pyramidal point nearly 80 feet above the black stone floor. The most striking feature of the room, however, is front and center, a massive hemisphere of dazzling sandstone 40 feet across. The orb, only half of which is visible above the stone floor in which it's set, is impossibly smooth, like a massive ball bearing or glass marble. So, hexagonal room would be, like that, right? That's the hexagon. Not a perfect hexagon, but there you go. And then pyramid. So from here, it all goes up to a point at the ceiling.
Yeah.
There we go. Droxlus, you're on the chalkboard, bro. Oh my god, this guy. Hold on. See? So it's like a very tall 6-sided triangle is the room. And then at the bottom is this massive sphere of opaque crystal, essentially. Does everybody kind of get the mechanics? Or not the mechanics, but the structure of the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little hard to picture it like the way the map is laid out.
It's a
Especially
2D
since
map, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I am going to be tracking locations of characters, so definitely try to keep your minis updated. If you're having trouble controlling your mini and staying with the group, you want to point that out to me, because this is an opportunistic hunter. Alright. Droxlos says, why don't we do some exploring? And you see the explore option pop up. Damn, Vulture's like, nah, dog, I'll pass.
Oh no, sorry. I did an explanation thing earlier, so I'm sticking with
Okay, you're sticking with that one. Okay, got it. Alright, if you are doing something that involves a check, go ahead and roll the related check. Okay. Okay. Everyone knows where Vulture is. They're just kind of this glowy blob that's sort of crouching, but they can't even crouch all the way because they're floating.
We're gonna re-roll that.
You got the exact same roll.
You gotta be kidding me.
So they pull like a Halo teabag, and they stand up and then they squat again. But you can all still see them. All right, now Zenny and Bella, good shit. Bella, you've been running this over in your mind. How's the creature status? What's going on? What is something that's everywhere in the dungeon? What is one unifying feature that keeps coming up everywhere we go?
Oh.
These things?
Oh.
Did I smash it?
And right as you're coming to that revelation, Zenny, you notice there is a smallish rune delicately carved into the north side of the crystal sphere. It is so small, it could be easily missed, but it does seem to be a religious rune of sort of a half gear, half woman's face. A symbol of Bry.
I am revolved. Or of coil.
Alright. And as you are coming to that revelation and recoiling, we will roll into some initiative.
So it's like here, right? Like just next to Bella.
It's in between Ketrin and Bella, yep.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Alright.
I am fleeing.
Alright, let's see. I will turn this on. Alright.
Man, fuck this predator. Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, that's cool.
Can we add our tarot card abilities to our sheet?
Should be on the card, but
I don't. It's a card in my inventory.
Should be in your inventory.
Should be.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Sometimes
Yeah, I
we
see
miss
it.
well, investing in an item is just you pick up the item basically. Like you invest in
Yeah,
armor,
it's not-
you put it on. You invest in
Yeah,
a
it's
worn
not like
object,
D&D.
it's equipped it.
You do it. Well, you have to. I think you invest during your daily prep.
No,
Is that
you.
no? Oh, okay.
It's the same amount of actions as it would be to like hold or put it on or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's basically you slap that thing on your belt or something, or just put it in your pocket, and that you have now invested it.
Mhm.
Okay. And it should apply all the things.
Yeah, if you click the invest button on this card, it should apply all.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't give me the associated lore skills as far as I can tell, but
Oh no,
Um,
no.
but
You
I did
there's
that.
it's very difficult to get that to add manually. You'd have to
Yeah.
just go and you'd have to just
that's
go and
fine.
add it.
Yeah, it won't change anything with your skill proficiencies. I haven't seen anything do that.
All right. Let me see. Creature attacking Droxlos from behind. And Sid will throw over here. All right, that works. And we'll roll everybody into initiative.
Not bad. What was that?
All right, I gotta add the minion tag to your minions so they don't roll into initiative.
Perception.
Huh?
No, I clicked on stealth. Maybe
All right, I'm gonna start the initiative.
that's-
Or, oh, okay.
No, I clicked on stealth, but it rolled perception for my initiative.
Hmm.
Now it's saying I've already rolled, so I can't.
Okay,
re-roll
so
it.
just roll a d20, and we'll add it manually. There you go. All right, so
That'd be
Vulture 34. Okay. All right. Let's see. Update participant 34. All right. This creature had remained undetected, so I am gonna have it do one bite on Droxelos before we roll into initiative. But you, Vulture, will. Actually, no. It would have attacked. The attack is what. Yeah, you know what? It's just an NPC. That's fine. I'm gonna have it attack him. All right, and then we'll get started. So here's the jaw attack. Critical hit. All right.
Oh no.
Not
Not
Droxelos.
Droxelos.
Not our
Oh,
baby.
no.
All right. That reveals the creature and starts the combat. All right, Vulture, you're up first. You act even before the creature. Droxelos cries out, "Minions to me! The creature! It's been drawn out of hiding!"
We're literally already standing here.
Yeah, 34 damage and he's barely injured. I don't know why this. Hey man.
He told you that he took 60 damage crit, and it wasn't even like a fraction of his life. You think he's just full of shit? Don't answer that.
So.
Literally, that's what Skelms are full of. Skelms are full of shit.
Yeah. All right. Free action. One shot. One kill turns on.
Oh, that's a good one.
That means weapon draws.
It's right here. Look, there it is.
All right. I'm then going to use one to hunt prey since I can see it. Prey, and No, fuck it. We're gonna start bidding. We're gonna use our last 2 actions for Hunter's Aim. And get a shot. So I got 2. We'll reroll that.
No, no, you fool! It's right here. This one, the big blue dog. There we go. Yes. See what we can do together. Damage.
12 damage.
All right, the creature takes not a lot from that because of its physical resistances.
All right.
He said, "Is that it?"
That's all 3 of my Pac-Mans.
What? All right, it's the Claw's turn. The Claw's is like very
Nope.
happy.
Actually, sorry. Because we're ghost and we turned our items, it said something about our things having ghost runes on them.
Yeah, you should have Ghost Touch. Would
Yeah.
Ghost Touch get over his physical resistance, though?
No. And
Yeah,
whatever's in corporeal, then I don't think it is.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, I think it would just allow you to hit ghostly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see. The claws is up. It is going to. It's been a couple of days, so it's got all the spells back. It's pretty happy about that. It is going to just bite the hell out of this dude. That's going to be a hit. For 24. And then it is going to use its claws. For 29, it's going to hit damage. Alright. And then it is going to dart away. Yeah, that seems good. All right, Bella, to you. Raisin, go destroy. It
Where'd
went
it
around
go?
the corner. It went around the corner.
I stride.
Use your new mummy skills to destroy the creature.
Oh, I can see it, and it's in range.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one action. With my second action, I'm going to use my new ability. Give me 1 second to. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use it. It's not actually in there. But if you scroll down to the bottom, you will find Stripped of Status, which is a 1-action curse, and it will have to make a DC 22 will save, or it will no longer be able to benefit from circumstance bonuses.
Ooh, okay. It will try to make the will save. It's got pretty sick saving throws, but here we go. Oh God, it rolled a 38. Yeah.
Well, wow. Okay.
All right, so you see a ghostly crown appear above the creature's head, question mark? So maybe a couple of crowns, because it's got a few heads. As they try to revolve and slowly rest upon the creature's heads, they then shatter.
Bummer. Okay, well then I'm going to then follow up with a Dread Ampule. Oops.
I'm gonna be honest, I saw you pull out that card, and I thought you were gonna summon a dragon or something cool.
No such luck. I don't do cool things.
Oh, Raisin.
Okay.
Action, we're gonna have a long talk about what you've done to this girl's psyche.
Do I finally hit it?
Yes!
Oh, thank God. Only my 4th attempt at attacking this thing. Alright. That's... yeah. That's 14 damage if it takes mental damage.
It is resistant to mental damage.
Infernal Scream.
It is also immune to fear. I believe? It's immune to emotion effects.
Oh, no, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Bomb says emotion next.
Yep.
Okay.
We're learning more about this thing, so that's at least good.
That's my action economy. There it goes.
All right, that's 2 hits. Let's
I
go
tried.
down. You did a great job. Zenny, my top minion, my number 1. Get in here. I saw you had a whip. I'm hoping it's for combat and not sexy stuff.
Well, I mean, I'll hiss in fear at this religious symbol, of course, and have to flee from it.
What are you hissing at? What's over there?
But that removes fear because I'm no longer in tempe of it.
Wait! Tell me what happened. Use a Pac-Man. Tell me what's going on over there.
Do I have to do a will save to a wisdom save to will save to?
Yeah, he wants to use one of your Pac-Mans to inform him what you discovered. If you don't want to, you have to make a will save. I'll throw it into chat. Here you go.
Sure.
So you guys thought I made up that will save, but
There
it's
was
honest.
a symbol of pride. It disgusted me.
Ah! I have one of those! And he starts rummaging in his robes.
Please
Alright,
don't take it out.
so what else you got, Zenny?
Well, I'll just. I guess since I just spent an action to tell him about my
one
weakness.
thing I forgot. Bella, you did end your turn in its emanation.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so go ahead and give
Okay.
me that fortitude save. Nice.
Hey, look at that. I'm only
That
gonna
is a
take
success.
half. Give it to me. Give me the terrible damage. Okay.
All right, so you get
That's-
17, and then
Well, I get 17 halved, right?
7. Yeah, you have 17. Excellent.
Not bad.
I'm just gonna click on exploit vulnerability again because it didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
When I reroll
Well,
it, apparently that fucks with it.
Oh, okay.
So I got a failure, which means that I still get to do the personal act as this.
Okay.
Which doesn't tell me anything.
Okay.
So I'll just ignore what it tells me, and then
Okay.
I looked away.
All right.
That was me saying I looked away from what was on my screen, not from the monster. I still
for
do
sure,
a full
for sure.
save.
Yeah, here's your save.
So I did not divert my gaze, of course. Okay, this is a basic undead benefits, but we'll check what that means. I guess it would do automatically, but well, I don't know.
All right, that is going to be a fail.
28 is a fail. That is unpleasant.
Yeah,
Yep.
this thing has high saving AC.
24 slashing damage. All right. Droxlo says, "You did good, Zenny." Let's see. Where is this thing? He said it was on the wall here. I'm going to take a seek action. I like to follow the rules, unlike some NPCs. He looks over at Vashon Gattleby. Are you sure it's here? I'm not seeing it. I'll just try again. Sure, I'll find it eventually. Ah, there it is. All right. Next turn, for sure. I'm going to pull out a holy symbol of Bry and see if I can do something to this. All right, play passes to Stack.
All right. Let's see. Where did this thing go?
Stack the deck, Magus and
Mhm.
Mummy. Go do your thing. Don't do it near me. I don't want any of your wild surges. You're a loose
Oh.
cannon.
Oh, you've been spying on me. Where did this thing go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Doo-doo.
I may have conducted an interview with the B team.
Tap over here. I think that puts me out of range. Oh, the basic.
All right. The creature cocks its main head, undulating its flesh and mandibles.
Hey, big guy. Oh shit. My shit is not equipped. Throw a dagger at it because I'm wearing those at least. All right. Here's a spell strike.
Is it spell strike? You have enough actions? Okay.
Oh wait, because I thought if I was wearing my daggers, I could. Can I?
Yeah, I
do I
mean,
back?
as long I'm just saying you moved like pretty far.
Oh
right?
wait.
Did you have to
5,
stride
10,
twice?
15. I'm only meant to stride once. So that was 5, 10. Go back a spot.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So then you can
19.
do a spell strike. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here is the imaginary weapon.
Okay. Give me that D20 roll.
Oh, I did. It was a 19.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, keep going.
Here's the damage for the spell. Here's the damage for the dagger. Or actually, the attack roll for the dagger. My bad. Misses. Okay.
So does that mean that it doesn't hit? Like,
Yeah.
is the...
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
It's the end of my turn.
Reverend Mother Ketrin, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Bella, did you give me any of those apple reed mutagens?
You did. You should have gotten them. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't move them over to you, but you should have gotten them.
Okay. Then I will free action at the start of initiative turn that on.
Okay.
As soon as you hand them to me.
Sorry. I am going into my inventory to get them right now. There, you're over there. Did you get them?
Hold on.
No.
I got
Is
an
it-
error message, but I think that it went this time.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. And bloop. Use. And effect. And I'm big.
Oh,
it moved
no!
me into the sphere. Thank you.
Spoilers! Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now my speed is 30 and it's around this corner. So I will just kind of barrel through everyone.
All right.
To there. Can I share
Okay.
those spaces? Is that possible?
Oof. I don't know. Since you're incorporeal,
Oh.
maybe.
Mm-mm.
Let me see. Incorporeal.
I think the Holy Spirit lives inside of us, so you know.
What a great question.
Do you embrace the
let's
Holy
see.
Spirit of Ketrin?
Pathfinder 2E Incor. I don't think you can because you can't phase through walls yet either. Incorporeal creatures or objects have no physical form and can pass through solid objects. Well, you're limited because you're new at being
Yeah.
a ghost. When inside an incorporeal creature with the same attack, a creature with anchored incorporeal has the incorporeal trait, meaning it can move through physical creatures. Move through it. It can't attempt strength. That's straight.
It is under incorporeal. Acorporeal and
Okay.
incorporeal can pass through one another, but they can't.
Beautiful.
And then move into
Oh, you can't end
Okay.
your movement. Okay, so you have to keep going.
Okay. Okay. So let me see. Well, I'm gonna move twice anyway, so that I can
Okay,
just get up on it.
Perfect. All right,
Um,
as you do, the creature kind of cocks its heads at you curiously. It scents the air with its tail faced, and it undulates its flesh, eyes, and mandibles as you approach.
And I'm gonna say you don't have any place here, and I'm gonna bonk it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't target it. I'm sorry.
It's all good. 30. Wait, why would you have Droxel? Wait a minute! Why? Oh, dear. Must have
I
been
was
a mistake.
sensing motive on him.
Ah, of
It was.
course, of course. You never betray me. You're my loyal minion. All right, so 33 actually hits.
Okay.
Like you
I
added
will bonk
actually
it
on
for
there.
a little bit of damage.
All right,
And
it
then-
takes a little bit of damage.
Yep. And then that is my turn, because I moved twice.
All right. All right, Droxelos. He turns.
I assume I make a save?
Yes, you are definitely in the aura, though it's. I mean, you're a new ghost, so I guess you just take it as it comes. So here we go.
This is not... Wait, do I get the basic undead benefits to... No. And I don't get a... This is not a spell, right?
No, it's not a spell.
Okay. Alright.
It's just an
Oh.
aura. It's an occult-based aura visual effect.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Oh, and it got worse.
Oh God. All right.
All right, that's fine.
You're gonna take an ass load of damage.
God.
So 46 points of damage, or however much it is. I think you have to take feats to get like the resistances and stuff. You're still
Yeah.
a fresh ghost.
Yeah.
All right. You feel your spectral essence unbinding itself as you think about the pain that you would be experiencing more than like the pain you're actually experiencing, because you know ghosts are like thought constructs and all that jazz. All right. As your turn ends, play passes to Vulture. Droxlo shouts at Vulture and says, "You there? Yes, you. Yeah, you. You got a gun, a ghost gun, a double ghost gun. You just go get a critical hit already."
Oh,
The whole B team came with me, apparently.
Yeah, you know.
I'm going to spend one action to running reload. Still see the creature. Still, that's going to turn off. And I'm going to do another hunter or hunter's name.
fanspo points. Oh, no, that's point, man. Yeah.
We're not dying to this thing twice. Use the points.
I still
Double
got,
ghost gunner. Where's my critical hit? Someone's not getting any pizza at the next pizza party.
So wait, question. We said that we can't use
Mhm.
hero points for our hero actions. Or wait, sorry, we can't use fanspo points for our hero actions, right?
For the cards, yeah, you can't pay for cards with Fanspo.
Okay. I got one hero point left. I kind of want to keep one of my cards, but
Yeah, use a fanspo.
Yeah.
all right, you guys are cool with it. That. Roll. Yeah, even barely. That's it. That's all 3 actions, unfortunately.
All right. Play passes to the creature. Creature's feeling pretty good about its situation here. So it is going to lay into this here ghost. This big ghost. This one huge ghost. Here we go. Critically hitting on a 14, because that's how busted this creature is. For 38 points of damage.
Ow.
Do ghosts die at 0?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Well,
Oh
no,
my
you
God.
you still have like death saves like normal.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right. In that case, it will follow up with a claw attack.
But I think when you would die, you are destroyed.
Oh, okay, you just
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
All right.
I cannot be raised from the dead.
All right. Ketrin may want to use reactive shield. Oh, that's cool. Are you guys getting those messages?
Oh, I am not, but actually it wouldn't help me. It only adds
So this
2.
so this mod actually tells me like when you guys might
Oh.
want to. That's cool. I gotta change the settings so you guys can see the stuff, I guess. All right. In that case, it is going to deal the damage to you, which is 22 points of damage. And then it is going to check for a wild surge. It does not cause one. And it is going to disappear. And reappear somewhere else. Yeah. All right. Play passes to Bella.
Okay. I am already... Nope, it's gone. I'm sorry. I just was distracted for a second. So I don't see it anywhere right now. And in that case, I'm going to...
But you
No,
do have
probably-
Ketrin sort of floating a couple inches above the ground, dying. Their
Yeah.
shield still
Like
equipped.
dissolving.
Sorry,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna stride up to Karen. One action. Second action, pull out a lesser healing potion and then feed it to Ketrin. Here you are, Ketrin. You can heal yourself off of this.
Oh, we could have tinted you guys like Force Ghost colors.
I think. Is this gonna work the correct? Oh shit! I healed myself.
Oh, no, I can click it and it heals me.
Okay. I had taken 7 damage. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. We can finish up the round? Question mark.
Sure.
Yeah. Zenny, you're up.
Yeah, I will go Doctor's Bears, Catchin, and then give her some a drink as well. So Catchin, you can have that healings. Then you can have this healings as you get a nice little sip of ectoplasm from this your chalice. And then I will stride.
Wait, does it taste like Ecto Cooler from way back? Anybody
I don't know what
remember
that is.
Ecto Cooler? Oh man, so good.
Stride here. That's 3. So that's my turn gone.
All right, Droxelos is up. He's going to pull out Holy Symbol of Bry, and he's going to hold it up to the rune, and he's going to say, "Is this? Will this do? This? Hold on. It wants me to make a religion check. Give me a second. Asking the mighty Droxelos to make a skill check.
You raised us as undead, so you must be real good at those, man.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Better at occult, I'll be honest. Alright. Here we go. Got a plus 19! That should count for something. Ah, okay! Okay, I've opened... It's opening up! There's a portal opening up or something. Besides, maybe I'll go inside where it's safe?
What's it look like in there? Is it curvy?
Oh, Kosawanna's there. He's still alive.
Oh.
Hello, Kosawanna. Get ready. I'm about to blow your mind, son. And he walks into the sphere in the center of the room.
An action to drop the
It's like I'm
floor.
about to fuck your shit up, dude. I'm about to fuck your shit up.
Per the adventure, his motivation is to fuck Kosawanna's shit up. In the adventure, like, if he's given the opportunity, that is his goal. Stack, to you.
All right. Where?
Oh, I guess you would hear meekly. No, none of you are really nearby. I guess you wouldn't hear meekly. What Kosawanna says. Oof, oof. Okay. So Stack, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll follow. Can I follow Droxy?
Yeah, sure. Droxelos.
Yeah, I'll stride. Okay.
All right. You see, there is a beautiful perfectly spherical room, and then in the center, there is a platform made of force. So it's so thin that it has no angles, I guess. And you can see laying on it, emaciated, dry lips, sunken eyes. Dude's gone with like no food or water. We'll cover the horrors of that later. But he, with weak eyes, he looks over and he says, "You need to close the door, or the creature will come in." And Droxlo says, "You fool! I have minions dealing with the creature. The only thing you need to worry about is the sick plot bombs I'm about to drop on your already damaged mind. But you do look like you might die before I can tell him to. Stack the deck, Magus. Do you have a drink on you? This boy looks like he needs some water."
You should
yeah,
just
I
make
have
him into a mummy.
At this point, he won't be able to scream "No!" when I tell him everything. I'd like him to really have a better reaction. Can you provide him with some refreshments?
Yeah, sure. I get
All
the
right.
elixir. I'll get an elixir out for him.
All right. What a bro. What a guy. And that would probably be your 3 actions: 2 moves and pulling out a
Yeah.
thing. All right, Costa 1 will roll into initiative. All right. I'll say that he delays. He takes with a shaky hand 1 action. He takes the pro offered water ? What are you giving him? What'd you play?
Oh, I was gonna just give him like I have a elixir of life and I have a water
shit.
skin. But does he
He'll-
need
he'd
healing? He's unharmed.
He'd prefer the water. He'd prefer
Alright,
the
I have
water.
the wall.
Okay.
Give him the water.
Yeah, he's gonna use all of his actions to do that thing that people do when they really need water in the movies, and he just spills it all over his fucking face and barely gets any in his mouth.
Yeah. I know.
And he says, "Thank you. Bry has abandoned me. Abandoned this place."
Oh, maybe stop fucking with time travel, boy.
He looks at you and he says, "I don't like your language. It reminds me of my very close friend, Vashon Gattleby. He's the one who... He... And then Dinosaur will end the session.
From outside the room, Vashon's ears prickle. Someone's talking shit about me again. So I feel it's a constant feeling for him.
I think it's like nose blindness and noise blindness. I think eventually you just get over it. So, woo. Well, that all happened. God damn.
At the end of every session so far, after the stream's gone off, I've always said immediately, "Yeah, we're live." I don't know what I'll do this time.
We're on live.
Unlive, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys being good sports and quote unquote trusting in the process. This particular part of the adventure caused me a great deal of stress and hernias, because I did make a promise that I would try to run this as close to the raw adventure as possible as a challenge to myself, and to test out the stability of a Paizo adventure path. And I have since then made a few changes, but this is just it's fucking terrible. It's like really rough. It's a really rough situation. I don't know what they were thinking.
Since then, learned that this adventure's a bit notorious.
Yeah. So that's okay. We're telling a story, and all of this actually ties together into the full narrative. And it actually blends really well as a first half of Stolen Fate. So it's doing all the things that I need it to do. Yeah.
I was taken for a little bit of a loop. I guess the plot keeps like escalating. I guess, or like we're just finding like really strong dynamite, and it turned into like a time travel. I guess
Well,
I expected this to be about being outlaws in a city.
Yeah. I mean, time
outlaws,
cops. Time cops. You know, like
time cops. Yeah.
What are
Being
the
out-
outer gods but outlaws of the gods?
We could be time outlaws.
I feel like that's what
I was-
Stolen Fate's going to be about.
I was pleasantly surprised to see time cops were in Galarian as well. So I was pleasantly surprised. Some things cross over all the multiverses, I guess. So that was good.
When I upload videos to the channel, I've been seeing some of the thumbnails for Sunfed and being like, how have they been spending so much time in this one area? Now Karma has come back and kicked my ass. I see now.
Well, you guys
Also-
actually.
I do want to know how they did.
one of them died. So I don't know if you've ever played with Conti. He was Twig in Witchlight, and he was Claximus in Skull and Shackles. He is very lucky at dice rolling. He's like Remy lucky at dice rolling, maybe luckier than Remy at dice rolling. And he's playing a gunslinger, so every time he shot the hound, he just critically hit the hound. Yeah. So, but someone did permanently die to that same thing that killed all of you. The Scarecophagus comboed into the hound, and yeah, one of them did die. So, and he kind of in a way killed himself because there was a hero card that's like doomed and dying or something, where you can like ignore dying, but you get doomed instead. And so he ended up like killing himself from doom status.
I've looked at that card since then. It just seemed like if you use that card, you're accepting death.
Yeah. A lot of people apparently they manually take it out of the deck because it is like a trick rather than a boon. But if you're looking for a cool heroic way to go out, you ain't gonna find anything cooler than that. But yeah, and then he actually, because of the nature of the cradle, opted to come back as a skeleton. So it was very much like Mike the fighter is dead. Well, this is Mike Jr. here to avenge his father. So it was Henry's dead. Well, Henry's skeleton is gonna avenge him. Yeah. So but anyways, don't get character art made yet. Don't get character art made of your California Raisin character. There's still more twists and turns coming up, so we'll figure out what's going on. I have to go pick up my kid from an event, so I don't have too many announcements other than to say we might stream character creation for Beyond the Loop, Tales from the Loop.
Tales from the Loop.
Tales from the Loop. We might stream character creation for that this afternoon, and I believe we have canceled Vampire tonight, and we're going to try to reschedule it next Saturday. Other than that, it's all the normal things at the normal times on our server. Anyone have any quick announcements before we adjourn?
Are you still looking for people KNX or?
No, if you want to join, you can. We currently have 4, but I could do 5. Or if more than 5 want to join, we'll split into 2 groups of 3.
It looks pretty fun. It's like Stranger Things, but they also have robots and aliens.
Yeah. So yeah, imagine Stranger Things in the 80s. But okay. Imagine X-Files.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
but yeah, it's a narrative-based game where you take the role of a kid and you take the role of a kid in the 1980s in the kind of like retro future of Boulder, Colorado, and you solve mysteries, kind of like Scooby and the Gang. And that's how it is. The adults in this setting are all kind of like useless, kind of like Charlie Brown, like womp womp sounds. I think it has a TV show. It has a very good art book based on the same name. And yeah, if that interests you, or if you find that nominally interesting, you could join for the character creation session. Even if you don't want to play, you could just check it out.
Well, yeah. I'll think about it. There's still quite a few other games in the region, so
yeah,
bit scheduled somewhere. Then I know Crash he already had to leave, but I think he's still maybe looking for one more person for Dragonbane. I can't remember, or at least for the initial Dragonbane. I know it's West March, so people can jump in and out. The next one, I think the first game is next Sunday. So if people are interested in that, they can check out the server or hit up Crash. I guess that's it for announcements. Alright. Well, he's already gone, so thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Bye.